Out of the gates and ready to go. Welcome into this special live edition of Seattle Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you as we have breaking news. The Seattle Seahawks have traded wide receiver DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for a 2025 second-round pick. On tonight's show, we will give you our instant reaction and analysis to this trade. Where do the Hawks go from here? We will discuss all of that and more coming up on this live show. Tyler Jones here. Big Tex is on the ones and twos. This is going to be an interesting time tonight. Appreciate y'all being here. Shout out your city. Let us know where you are watching from. Buster Customs, been a while. Welcome back, my friend. Where you been? Good to see you here. Who else is in the building? Let us know where you're watching. We are coming at you from the Chat Sports Studios in downtown Dallas, Texas. I practically live here now at this point. I might have to sleep on the couch tonight potentially because I'm afraid I will miss something because it has been crazy. I came in on my off day Friday with the Geno news and then stayed late. I was literally about to head out the door, go home, watch American Idol with the lovely Carrie Underwood season debut. I guess I'll have to wait for that on Hulu or something. But we are here, and we are not going anywhere as we got to react to this news. Let us know where you're at. I got Ty Man the Buckeye in Ohio, Mathers in Michigan, Rich in Myrtle Beach, Steve J in Seattle, Mike is in Kingston. I got Liberty checking in from Washington, Scott in Idaho, Aaron in Mountain View, Nitsu Trigger in Long Beach, Justin in my home state of Oklahoma, got Ryan in Moses Lake, got Kyle in Idaho, I got C10 in Oregon, I got D. Weller in Warden, I got Jason in South Dakota, got Michael in Honolulu, Rusty's watching from the toilet, Ryan is in Manchester, England, got Willie in Fresno, I got Bob in Yakima, Vince, I was not lying, I was ready to watch American Idol, I got Rocky in the UK. I got Hudson in the UK. Buster's in Roy, Washington. Hassan in Denmark. June in Tacoma. We got Pablo in South Carolina. Caden's in Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. I got Devin in Tumwater. Went to high school with a girl from Tumwater. Got Roe in Mexico City. I got Ben in Portland. Richard in Seattle. Mathers is in Washington. I got Cole, says it's going to be a wild offseason. Cy is in Winnipeg, Canada, home of the 51st state. I got Sawyer in Tennessee. Seahawks is in Iowa. Kyle in KCMO. Cole in Redmond, Washington. A lot of people in the building. Appreciate y'all being here. What a wild day it is, folks. Actually, let's do one-word reaction first. My bad. I messed that up in the script. What is your one-word reaction to the news that DK Metcalf has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for a 2025 second-round pick? I got to tell you, I'll save this for the segment we'll do in a moment, but I'm heartbroken. I'm hurt. I'm disappointed. I feel betrayed, in all honesty. I am a glass case of emotions right now, and I don't want to say too much, because I want to save my raw energy and reactions for this segment we'll bring you here in just a bit. But I want to hear from you guys. What do we got here? Drift says sucks. Michael says pain. Pablo says Fosdog. Kyle says good riddance. I got Adam Bond saying good. Liberty saying shocked. Jermaine is saying wow. CW saying cooked. I got Jeff saying cooked. I'm seeing this trend of people saying cooked. I got Rusty saying rebuild. I got Willie saying mad. What else we got here? Hello, Smitty. It is a sad day. It's been a rough week.
It's been a rough week for the 12.
Or what's your one-word reaction, Smitty?
Expected. I expected it to happen. And you know what? They got a second-round pick back for it. He didn't want to be here anymore. Seattle's going into a little bit of a reset. And JSN to the moon, baby. Let's go.
All right. It's JSN time, folks. That is Smitty, everybody. Appreciate Smitty for being here. Big Tex is on the ones and twos with us. We'll hear from Big Tex here in a bit. Cy says 0-17. Kevin says crazy. Big Smoke says cooked. Bob says unequal. I got people shouting out Smitty. Buster Customs. Adam Bomb. Boskin says 90s. Juno says not overpaying. Seahawks Media says sell the team. We got people saying tank for Arch Manning. Well, I hate to break it to you. Arch Manning might be playing 2 years of college football. Might not be in next year's draft. Seahawks fans saying JSN time. Oh, yeah, the DK song is retired now, by the way. No more DK song officially. The DK song is now dead. DK, he sucks. Trade him away. He sucks. There you go. There's the updated version. Seahawks and Tua fan with a $5 super chat says, rest in peace. The DK song is officially retired. DK, we traded him away. He sucks. There you go. We need a song to replace it. There's your version of it. JSN with hot to go. It's getting hot in here, so get JSN on. We'll work on that. JSN, Jackson Smith and Chigba, more touchdowns for JSN. We haven't even got the super chat menu, but we will pay off in just a bit. I owe beer cheers for every $5 super chat that comes in. Here you go. Get the FDKs in the chat. FDK. FUDK. Get out of here. You betrayed us. You betrayed us. Cheers. Cheers. Big Smoke with a $5 super chat says cooked. Oh, it doesn't feel great. This doesn't feel great at all. I can tell you that right now. This does not feel good. We have been betrayed. We have been betrayed. Raise your glass, Big Smoke. Thank you for that. Doom with a $5 super chat says, this trade sucks from a fan standpoint, but on the business side, it is what it is. Hawks free up cap space and get some draft capital. Not mad about it. Go Hawks. I am mad about it. I'm mad at DK. I'm not actually mad at John, believe it or not. I feel like DK betrayed us. I think that's what it comes down to. Doom, cheers to you. Not great. Not great. Deadpool with a $2 super chat. I just bought a Daddy DK jersey 2 weeks ago. Hopefully you can exchange it. Hopefully they have returns. Oh, I hate to hear that. Oh, that hurts me. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This is a painful night for all of us. That's not great. What else we got? We got some more super chats rolling in. $20 super chat. That's our first Bean Boozled of the day. We got to get to 300 to get to a boot, by the way. If we get to 300, we will do a boot. We're already at $40. We're making some significant progress. Seaton, he's going to help us get Bean Boozled here with a $20.12 super chat. 2012. That was an interesting year. The world was supposed to end in 2012, but apparently it waited until 2025 because now the world is ending. If you know football, you know that all this needed to happen. Lots of money to spend on winners, not crybaby diva receivers that command $30 million. Bring back the Legion of Boom. I hear people say bring back the Legion of Boom all the time. Look, let's start our own thing. Let's begin a new era and do it our own way here. Satan, I see what you mean. I don't blame you. But I want something fresh. I want something new. What's the bean going to be as we get Bean Boozled here? We have two choices. It is either Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti. Get your predictions in. Will it be Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti? One bite, everyone knows the rules. Wait for it. I think I lucked out. That's Tutti Frutti. Let's go. Let's go. Something positive today. Take that. Take that, DK. You can't Bean Boozle me, DK. No matter how hard you try. What else we got here? Cool. Okay. Thanks for the super chat. I'm not in a good mood right now. Game over. Oh. It's Jover. It's Jover. James with the $2 super chat. They got rid of DK for nothing and got rid of Fant. Nothing indeed, yeah. You got a second-round pick. I guess that's something. And you don't have to pay him $30 million. You got him off the books. I guess it could be worse. I tried to tell y'all. Some of you didn't believe me. I see Buster's coming in hot. We'll get to Buster's here in just a second. Buster's, welcome back to the show. Been too long, my friend. Yeah, hold on a second. It could be worse. I tried to tell you all. Some of you didn't believe me. I said that they weren't getting a first and third for DK Metcalf. I said that Occupy Mars was more likely, that the Diddy list being revealed was more likely, that an NSYNC reunion tour was more likely, the U.S. buying Greenland was more likely, and I was proven right. By the way, you guys have any guesses for who's on the Diddy list? Let me know in the chat. Thank you, James, for that $2 super chat. Let's keep it going here. I also said the Mariners winning a playoff series is more likely than getting a first and a third. All right. We still haven't gotten the menu yet, and you guys are still firing off to the races in Super Chats today. Let's get to it. It's been a while since we said this man's name. I don't know where he's been, but we gladly welcome him back to Seahawks today. Our old friend Buster Customs is here with a $100 Super Chat. Bang! Busters! 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 Spam Busters! Spam Busters in the chat. And there's Pablo with 100. There's Brucey with a 50. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. It's already time for a boot. We reached 300 super fast. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Spam Busters. Spam Busters. Get some young guys in here that aren't playing just for money. Less penalties. FUDK. Spam Busters. Spam FUDK. 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 Text, chat it with me. Get your mic on. We're going to be loud about this. We're going to let them know. Spam it in the chat. FUDK.
FUDK. FUDK. FUDK.
Spam it. Spam it. Spam it. We got a lot to pay off. We got a boot coming. We got a lot of beer bongs. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. JSN season with a $2 super chat says JSN save Gotham City. JSN, I love you, man. The pressure is on. It's all on you. Please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt. It's all on you, brother. It's all on you. And then we got Pablo with another big one. A $100 super chat. Bang! Pablo, 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 Pablo. Spam Pablo, spam Pablo, spam Pablo. Pablo says, what will the Seattle Seahawks go to do tomorrow? What will the Seattle Seahawks go target tomorrow when free agency frenzy begins? I agree with you. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. It's too much to take in the month of March. This is a lot. This is a lot. We're dying. We're dying, folks. This hurts. This is painful. What are we doing? What are we doing? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Can we see the light at the end of the tunnel, my friends? Jeez. Pablo, thank you. Spam Pablo in the chat. We're going to do a boot here in a bit. I got plenty of beer bongs. I better get to drinking. I owe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 beer bongs. All right. 5 beer bongs. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's get to drinking. Spam Pablo. Here's the first of the 5 beer bongs, and then I got a boot as well. Cheers, Pablo. 50s as well. Why not? Show them all some love. Show them all some love. That's 1. 2. Keep spamming Pablo. Oh, I got 3 more of these. Hold on. Give me a break. Give me a break for a second. Let's go to the next super chat. Brucey with a $50 super chat. Bang! Brucey, Brucey. Then he said another one we'll get into a bit. Spam Brucey. Spam Brucey. Ah! Ah! It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I didn't think you all would be this excited about trading DK, but here we are. Here we are. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is nuts. Great trade. DK has hit his ceiling. And I'm sure it isn't worth $30 a year. Maybe so. Maybe so. Brucey, making it rain. Making it rain. That's a lot of beer bongs we got to pay off. Spam Brucey. Spam Brucey. Devin with a $5 super chat. We need a divine line or an extraordinary edge. That sounds straight from the Lord. The Lord is good, and his mercy endures forever. Praise Jesus. It is the Lord's day, folks. Hopefully you went to church today. I did not. I watched online. Beer cheers to you, Devin. Cheers to you. And then Brucey. Here we go, folks. Brucey with a $100 super chat. Bang! Brucey, 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 spam Brucey, spam Brucey. I'm 2 beer bongs in. I got 6 more to go. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Hallelujah. What a night. What a night. Oh, my God. Have we even got to the super chat menu? Oh, my God. That's insane. That's insane. Cheers to you, Brucey. Let's go. That's 3 down. That's 3 down. Let's keep it going. Here's the 4th. We're halfway. We're halfway. Brucey. Brucey, I love you. I love you. Welcome. Welcome. Woo! Woo! All right, I got 4 more to go. We're still working on them. We're still working on them. And then we restocked on beer. I know we were worried that we didn't have enough beer Friday night, but we have reloaded. There's plenty of beer. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Adam with a $5 super chat. Sucks to see DK go. As a fan, it's exciting. Imagine all the possibilities the team could choose from moving forward. You're damn right. You're damn right. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. We'll march on. Beer cheers to you, Adam. All right. Here is the super chat menu, by the way. You guys didn't even know what you're paying for. It's already been a crazy show. Here's what we're offering tonight. First-time super chatters get the Seahawks chant. I would love some first-time super chatters. Busters, again. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. We'll get to Busters 1 second. First-time super chatters get the Seahawks chant. $5 do a beer cheers. $10 for taking shots. $20 get being boozled. $5 for doing a beer bong. I have 4 beer bong. I got 8 more beer bongs. Good God, this is insane. Let's keep it going. Here we go, folks. Oh, another $200 super chat from Buster's Customs. Bang! Bang! Busters, 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 Spam Busters, Spam Busters. That's going to be 2 boots now. We haven't even got to the segment yet, folks. This is insane. In case you're just joining us, DK got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 2nd-round pick, and we're reacting to it, and we're going crazy. Spam Busters, Spam Busters. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. All hail King Busters. All hail King Busters. This is nuts. This is nuts. How many beer bongs is that? Is that like 12 now? 8 more to go? Keep it going. Keep it going. Spam Busters. Adam says, pray for my liver. Cheers. Cheers to Busters. Busters is unreal. I am sweating. I am sweating, folks. I got the beer sweats. This is real. This is real. This is insane. All right. I'm at like 6. I got 6 more to go. Here's the deal. All right, folks. Because we had to get to this segment because we have people waiting for us. Let me catch up on beer bongs. We'll do our segment. And then we'll take care of our said boots. All right? Because I do not want to have to stop to piss during the middle of the segment. from Boots. Do not want that. Do not want that. So let's do that. Does that sound like a plan? Knock on wood if you're with me. Tex, while I'm doing more of these beer bongs, why don't you get the chat fired up and spam us and give some shout-outs? We haven't heard much from Big Tex tonight. If you want a shout-out from Big Tex, spam S in the chat. He's going to shout out all the S's. I'm going to keep drinking beer bongs, and we're going to party away. It's a party. It's a party. You're not Justin. Justin did a good job filling in for you the other night. But we got Big Tex back on the ones and twos. The lead producer of Seattle Seahawks today. Big Tex is back in action.
Shout out Justin Honore. I was with my mother for her birthday, so thank you for
Did she have a good birthday?
She did.
What did you get Mom for birthday?
We got her, me and my siblings split a very nice purse. I can't remember. I think it was like a Steve Madden purse. It was like $275. We split it.
Did you
three
pick
ways.
it out?
My sisters are more fashionably inclined with
Probably
women,
good
so
call.
Let them take care of that. I'm a dude, so I don't know as much about purse fashion, to be honest. So I let them, and then they just said, pay me this much, and I Venmo'd them, and so I contributed. But yeah, it was good.
I'm 7 in now. Here's number 8.
That's right. Let's get some shout-outs going.
Tex, what would it take for a super chat to get you to wear a merce sometime?
A merce?
Seahawks? Yeah.
Like a satchel thingy?
Yeah.
Like $100 from Buster.
If we get a $100 super chat this week on our free agency show, Tex will wear a merce.
I'll wear a merce. I'll wear a man purse. There you go.
If you want a shout out from Big Tex, spam us in the chat.
Let's
see how many S's we get in the next minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Timon, Jaden, Aaron, Steve, Jake, Jaden, Timon, Aaron, Jaden, and Bomb, Danny, Casey, Aaron, Seahawk, Tua, spit on that thing, Justin, Timon, Busters, Too Fast, Jaden, Bob, Casey, Too Fast, Jaden.
This is number 9, by the way.
Good shit. Keep it up, teacher. Casey, Too Fast, Jaden, get those S's in there. Let's get rowdy. You glad DK's gone? Let's get these S's in here. Jaden, Adam, Steve, Jaden, Timon, Caden, Landon, Big Daddy E. That sounds weird reading that out loud, but I'll do it anyways. Landon, Justin, Willie, Seahawks, Busters! Legend, we'll get to you in a second. Michael, Archie, Adam, Josh, Caden, Haspin, Caden, Seahawks going so fast, keep going, spam ass, Tyman, Hassan, Michael, Aaron, Ramiro, Ryan, Ramiro, Ethan, Ramiro, Archie, good name, Arch
10 more
Manning,
seconds.
Michael, Tyman, James, Aaron, Ramiro, Tyman, Ramiro, Adam, keep it up, Aaron, Josh, Ark, John, Michael, Adam, Archie, Ark, Commander, Michael, 3 more seconds, Ramiro, Josh, Brian, Iron, Casey, and Commander. Oh, good stuff. Holy cow, Buster, chill, beast. We were giving shout-outs.
Oh. What was Buster saying?
We gave you a $100 super chat.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I screamed Busters.
All right, I'll be caught up on beer bongs after this one.
That's right.
This will be number 12, but then I'll have to do 2 more after this.
I'll get more involved on this Buster shout-out, too. I feel like I haven't given any love myself during these big supers that he's given us.
All right, here we go. Busters with another $100 super chat. Bang! Busters! I'm gonna bust! Busters! Spam bust in the chat. If you're gonna bust, spam bust. Spam bust. Spam bust. Who's gonna bust? Who's gonna bust? Merce time. Buster says, Big Tex, my brother. So now we got to find you a merce to wear during free agency.
I guess that's right, man. Thanks.
Are you going to see one of your sisters or mom or girlfriend between now and Wednesday?
I didn't have it planned, but I guess I could make it planned and ask.
They could get you one. Yeah.
That's true. They could get me a merce.
Looking stylish.
Looking stylish. Got my laptop in there. Got my foldable keyboard and everything. Good to go.
Oh, yeah.
I feel a little emasculated, but it's, hey, he set the 100. I got to hold up my end of the bargain.
So Big Tex knows, so Busters knows. Now I'm calling him Big Tex. I've had a few drinks. I know we have a busy week, and
Yep.
we got stuff going on. When What day should we expect to see this merch? We have 3 straight days of live shows, just so Buster knows.
Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday's live? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it might be tough because we're here late tonight to like get something in time for tomorrow morning's live. I don't live close to my family, but hey, tomorrow after work I can figure something out.
So Tuesday, Busters, you will see Big Tex with the merch. I gotta say, of all the Super Chat deals, that's one of the wildest ones.
It's one of the most random, wild ones, but hey, we'll take it. He delivered.
Keep doing beer bongs, folks. I got more to do. I got to get more beer here soon. Spam busters. Spam bust. Who's going to bust? Who's going to bust? You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. All right. What do I got from Brucey? Another $50 Super Chat. Bang! Great trade. DK's hit his ceiling. I'm sure he isn't worth $30 million a year. That's what some people are saying. No. Oh, no. We got Alex next. I think we did answer that one. We will go to Alex, though. Cheers. Keep it going. Oh. We did that one. We got Alex's next. There we go. Alex with a $50 Super Chat. Bang! I just got back from military training, and my team is falling apart. Well, first off, thank you for your service, Alex. Everybody spam Alex in the chat for serving our country and being a real one. Alex, I don't know what type of military training you're doing. I love every branch of the military. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, Space Force. They are all incredible, and they all are fighting for us. I pray to God you don't have to go to Ukraine. We have no business going to Ukraine, Alex. All right? We got to stay the hell out of Ukraine, and I hope you stay safe because America's at its best. All right? This is the alcohol talking. Peace through strength. All right? We don't need any more wars. We don't need World War III. Alex, peace through strength. Thank you for your service. Appreciate for what you're doing for this country. Best of luck to you. Thank you, my friend. Salute. More beer bongs on the way. Buster says, retired USAF, U.S. Air Force here. Thank you from one veteran to another. Love it. Love it. All right. Let's keep on with the beer bongs. I got 2 more left. Everybody keeps spamming Alex. Woo. Yeah. Let's text. People need to like the show, don't they?
That's right. I mean, we're here. We just worked all day at 9 to 5 for y'all, and we're here breaking the news, talking about DK to the Steelers and this trade, and we're doing it after hours for y'all because we're real ones, and you guys are real ones. We're giving you that content, so we need you guys to like the video. Appreciate that.
Like
super
it
chat.
up. Tell you what, when we get to 200 likes, we will get to the segment.
That's right.
We will get to the segment when we reach 200 likes. So hit the like button. People are saying that I'm based. I didn't give a political view. That wasn't a Republican or Democratic view. That was just a world view. That was an American view.
That's right.
All right?
Bipartisan.
That was something that everybody should agree with.
True.
We don't need war. Peace. I'm a hippie.
That's right.
That's all it is. I'm just a hippie. I don't want war.
Foreign or abroad.
All right. It's not
Peace for all.
That's not a political view. I'm just a hippie, I guess.
That's right.
Like the video. We get to 200 likes. We get to the segment. Let's get this thing started. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Type B in the chat when you like the video. We get to 200. We'll do the segment. No more DK. No war. I think that sounds like a motto to run on. Oh, man. Something like that. Anyway. All right. Let's keep it going. I owe a shot now. I haven't done any shots yet. Crazy enough. Nitsu Trigger says Base Tyler is my favorite. I'm in shambles. Hey, I feel for you, Nitsu. We're all there. We are all there. Nitsu, cheers to you. I guess I'm based. I don't even know what it means to be based, but spam based. I know what I'm talking about. I used to work in news, folks. I was a news anchor. I worked for a national news network called Local News Live, owned by Great Television, and I saw the good and the bad of the world every single day. And I'll be honest, that job, did it pay me good? Sure. But I'd rather be here with the 12s talking Seahawks football. A day where even DK gets traded is still better than a day in the newsroom covering a shooting where somebody gets shot. So I'm glad to be here with y'all, and you make it worthwhile. I love this job. I love being here with the 12s. Bear Cave Gaming with a $5 super chat. That's beer cheers. We don't need that diva. Draft or pick up a wide receiver 2 in free agency. Use Bobo in the slot, fix the interior, and grab a quarterback, and we'll be okay. Okay. I like the enthusiasm. Beer cheers to you. Real quick. 6 likes away from the segment. I need 6 more likes, and then we'll do this segment. 6 more likes, and then we'll do this segment. And get this thing started here on Seahawks Today as we'll react to the DK traded away. He sucks. FDK. 6 more likes, and we'll start the segment and react to the news of DK being traded. I need 6 more likes. And after the segment, real quick, Tex, after the segment, I will pay off not 1, but 2 boots, and then we'll see where the night goes from here. It's already been a crazy night already, but we are not slowing down by any stretch of the imagination. 2 more likes. There we go, 200 likes. Yes, Tex. Yes. No spawn. Yep. All right. Without further ado, let's react to the news. And then when we get done with the segment, it'll be boot time. So stay with me for about 10 minutes here, folks. Let's get through this segment, and then we'll pay off not 1, but 2 boots, and we'll see where the night takes us from there. So plenty more to come. Man, what a day. We haven't even mentioned it. Ernest Jones is back. Spam Ernest. We're glad Ernest is back. Ernest goes to Seattle. You know, Ernest went to jail. Ernest went to camp. Now Ernest is coming back to Seattle. I love the Ernest movies. Welcome back, Ernest. What's your favorite Ernest movie? Tex, you've seen the Ernest movies, right? Those were some good movies.
What are they about?
This crazy guy named Ernest. He was probably retarded, to be honest, but hell of a guy. And he would just do these great things. He'd go to camp. He'd go to jail. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Does anyone else in the chat remember the Ernest movies? Yeah.
I'm just making
What a
sure
guy.
he's on the same page as us.
Ernest goes to Seattle. And we might get Aaron Rodgers, apparently. Seahawks are meeting with Aaron. Oh, Lord. I'm against the idea of Seattle going after Aaron. Ernest saved Christmas. That's right, Dalton. He did save Christmas. Adam says Ernest goes fishing. Yeah, the short, regarded guy. Regarded's another way to describe him. You substitute the G for a T. Ben says evil Ernest. Luckily, our Ernest is not like that Ernest. Thankfully. Are we good? Cool. All right, without further ado, let's react to the news. You can play the intro video, too. The segment, and then boot time on the other side. Let me get through the segment first. Then boots and super chats and all that stuff will keep this party started. All right, breaking news. Seattle trades DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's react to it right now here on this live edition of Seahawks Today. Let's start right now. Breaking news, the Seattle Seahawks have traded DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for a 2025 second-round pick. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on this special edition of Seattle Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Let's begin with the news coming from Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network, breaking the news, saying the following. The Seahawks are trading wide receiver DK Metcalf to the Steelers for a premium draft compensation per me and Tom Pelissero, as finally Pittsburgh gets its big play weapon. Metcalf will also get a contract extension to go with the trade. Friend of the show, Diana Rossetti, also saying this. The Steelers are sending a 2025 second-round pick to Seattle in exchange for wide receiver DK Metcalf. Pittsburgh will sign Metcalf to a 5-year, $100 million extension per source. So to recap, here's the trade. Seattle gets the 52nd overall pick in this upcoming draft in exchange for giving up DK Metcalf. So Seattle already had a number of picks. Now you add in this second-round pick from Pittsburgh. You have the third-round pick from the Las Vegas Raiders. And you have plenty of cap space now. And John Schneider and Mike McDonald get the chance to retool this roster with cheaper and younger players. 5 years, $150 million for DK Metcalf, giving him about $30 million a year with the Pittsburgh Steelers for this new long-term deal. And it wasn't cheap for Pittsburgh here, as this makes DK tied with Brandon Ayuk and Tyreek Hill as the fifth highest paid receivers in the NFL. And if you're Seattle here, I think we all know DK is not the fifth best receiver in the NFL. Not even close to being the fifth best receiver in the NFL. So you got rid of him, and you didn't have to pay him money he wasn't worth. Now, I will say, I was hoping for more in a trade. I did think it was unrealistic, the idea of Seattle getting a first and a third for DK like they were originally shopping and hoping for. But the second-round pick could have been nice if you packaged another day 3 pick in there, but I guess it could be worse on that front too. The sad part about this, folks, it did not have to be this way. DK was a guy that was loved by Seahawk fans, and he was somebody that I think could have played his entire career here with this Seahawks franchise. He felt like a cornerstone piece to this organization. They were building this offense around him. And I know you moved on from Tyler Lockett, but there could have been something special about rolling with JSN and DK Metcalf long term. But ultimately, DK wanted to do something else. And now you begin a new era. You move on from DK, you move on from Geno Smith, and this is Mike McDonald and John Schneider's team. This is no longer the team that was built by Pete Carroll. And you get the chance to hit the reset button, and you say to yourself, all right, we've been winning 9 and 10 games every single year. We are going to retool this roster. We're going to get the salary cap situation right. We're going to get some draft picks, and we're going to try to do what we can to take the next step. Clearly, based on the decisions that were made this week, John Schneider and Mike McDonald felt that this team had hit a ceiling, that they were not going to improve and take the next step that they were looking for. And now they're saying to themselves, sure, we might be taking a risk here, but we feel like that we have the opportunity for this to pay off long term, to set ourselves up better to compete for titles in the future. What's your one-word reaction? I'll give you my one-word reaction coming up in just a moment, but I want to hear from you guys first. Let us know what your one-word reaction is. Folks, this is why you subscribe to Seattle Seahawks Today. It has been a crazy day. Big Tex and I, we've been working hard. We've been here since 9:30 this morning, and we're still going strong. And I got to tell you, I pretty much live in the office now. I came in on my off day for the Geno Smith news, and I'm staying late for the DK Metcalf news. And we're going to be live for NFL free agency on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, folks. So if there's another trade, if there's a big free agent signing, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to make a video. Why? Because you guys deserve it. We owe it to you to tell you what is going on and react to it all right here on Seahawks Today. If you're a diehard Seahawks fan, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now. Let's get at least 50 subs off today's video. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Lock us in for free. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. My one word is disappointed. I am disappointed, not in the trade results, because I didn't think that you could get a ton for DK. As mentioned, I thought it was unrealistic to get a first and a third. But I'm disappointed in DK Metcalf. Personally, I was a DK Metcalf fan. I was a defender of DK Metcalf. I know a lot of you point to the personal foul penalties and the antics and everything that went on and off the field with DK Metcalf. But the thing that I kept saying was that there was a whole lot more good than bad when it came to DK Metcalf. And although he never looked like a top 5 receiver, he was consistent throughout his career. And going into this next season, Mike McDonald, John Schneider, they said all the right things. They felt like that he could be a focal point of this offense. But now, DK, after this trade request, he moves on, and I feel like this is betrayal. Here I have been, sitting here on this program, defending DK Metcalf, and I have gone out of my way to show this guy some love and to root on DK. Hell, we created a song about DK around here many years ago, and he does this to me. He does this to the 12s. I thought it was highly inappropriate for him to put that trade request within 30 minutes of Tyler Lockett announcing his departure from Seattle. It was so disrespectful to Tyler Lockett the way he handled things. And then to demand this trade here when Seattle wanted you, the 12s had your back, they stood by you, and you don't want to be here any longer? And you're going into a situation in Pittsburgh that has its fair share of question marks as well. I'm hurt by this. I'm hurt personally by DK, and I don't think that he is going to be well-liked or well-respected. He's not going to be well thought of by the 12s going forward from here based on the way he handled things in the final days of his tenure in Seattle. You look at DK's resume, former second-round pick out of Ole Miss, 2-time Pro Bowler, second-team All-Pro in 2020, set the Seahawks record for receiving yards in a single season, also set the Seahawks record for most consecutive receiving touchdown games, most 50-plus yard receiving touchdowns. DK had a good run here. And although the numbers never looked like a top 5 receiver, you knew what you were getting with DK Metcalf, as he was close to 1,000 yards almost every season. And he was this year, even though his numbers were down and he missed a couple games due to injury, he took away some of the attention from JSN and helped JSN thrive with what he was able to do. And here's what's frustrating about this DK thing for me. He isn't in a better situation right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they don't have a quarterback at the moment. At the time we're recording this, the Pittsburgh Steelers could bring back Justin Fields. They could roll with Russell Wilson. Heck, they're talking to Sam Darnold, just like the Seattle Seahawks are. They are no different in a quarterback situation. Not to mention, they got some serious question marks on that roster. They got a fraud of a head coach in Mike Tomlin, who only won a Super Bowl because he had Bill Cowher's players and he had Bruce Arians and Dick LeBeau as his coordinators. One of the best offensive minds of all time, one of the best defensive minds of all time. Hell, I could have won a Super Bowl with that coaching staff that he was handed, not to mention both those guys were left over from the Bill Cowher coaching staff there. He isn't in a better situation. And not to mention, a lot of people were sitting here and saying that DK wanted out of Pittsburgh, out of Seattle, because he didn't want to be the number 2 receiver. He did not want to have to take a back seat to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Well, what I find odd about that was he was sharing with Tyler Lockett for all those years, and now he goes to Pittsburgh, and for now he's joining George Pickens. Now, there are some rumblings that George Pickens could be traded, but George Pickens is a head case, all right? He is not a good guy, if we're going to be honest with you. And now he's going to find himself probably fighting with George Pickens. And I don't think, if George Pickens is still there, that these two are going to get along. I have no reason to think that these two are going to get along at all. Now, as far as Seattle goes, John, you're putting your job on the line here. Moving on from Geno, moving on from DK, and with the major question marks that are on the offensive line and trying to fix this offensive line. John Schneider, you have to capitalize on this opportunity. We can't hear any excuses about this team being poor any longer. Just because there's a lot of homeless people in Seattle doesn't mean that Seattle has to carry themselves, the Seahawks organization, like everybody on the streets there on the pier, okay? You have to capitalize with the money that you have and with the draft picks you now have. Seattle has cap, and they have draft picks that they can utilize. They can get young talent, and they can save money. There's no excuse to be cheap. And now when it comes to this offense, pressure's on Jackson Smith and Jigba. He had a fantastic season. He was a Pro Bowler, but you can't hide around anybody right now. You don't have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf to take the pressure off you. I think JSN is a star, but we are really going to find out how good he actually is because all of the defenses are going to be putting their attention on Jackson Smith and Jigba. And not to mention, you don't have an elite tight end either. It's all about JSN at this point. Who won the trade? Was it the Hawks or was it the Pittsburgh Steelers? Type C for Seahawks. Type PIT for Pittsburgh Steelers. Weigh in the comments section. Let us know who won this trade. Chime in. Tell me in the comments section below. Appreciate you joining us here on this edition of Seahawks Today. Going to be a crazy next couple days ahead as we have live shows on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Don't miss out. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. All right. How was that for a segment, folks? Oh, that was great. That was great. Folks, how was that? Did you like me mentioning finding a way to work in the homeless in Seattle? Did anyone get do I have anyone offended by that segment? I think the folks call that based. I think I was pretty based in that segment. Did anyone get upset with that? Or did you agree with me? Did you agree with me? I want to know honest opinions there. Who was pissed off that I found a way to make a joke about the homeless situation in Seattle? All those needles in the street? Goodness. We got to clean up Seattle, folks. I can't name the mayor of Seattle off the top of my head, but maybe I should be mayor of Seattle because we got work to do. We need to clean up the city. Seattle used to be an incredible city, and now things have fallen apart. We need Seattle to get back to its old self. You guys remember that movie Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan? Meg Ryan, was Meg Ryan in that movie? Meg Ryan's a total fox, by the way. We need to get back to the image of Seattle like it was in that movie, Sleepless in Seattle. We need those days back. Clean up Seattle, folks. Clean up Seattle. Make it great. Make Seattle great again. Taker. Sounds like everybody agrees with me. Ernest goes to the bank. Yeah. Ernest got paid today. He certainly did. Dan the Man with a $10 super chat. That's another shot. says Dan from Cancun is back. Dan, how was Cancun? I would love to go to Cancun. Where do we go from here? We're going young. We're going young. Not like Diddy, though, but we are going young. That's a shot. I'll pay off accordingly. Dan, cheers to you. Go Hawks. Oh. Jacob says you owe some boots. I know. I'm aware. I will pay off the boots here in a moment. Are we caught up on supers? Okay. Yes. All right. So here's what I will do, folks. I owe you not one, but 2 boots. And we are just over $110 away from a third, potentially. So, while I'm gone, every $5 super chat is going to be a shot in the boots. Now, I have learned the hard way. I cannot do back-to-back boots because that's a recipe to die. So we'll take a quick break between the boots because you need your fearless leader to be still standing here. All right? So Tex is going to take over for a bit. While I'm gone, every $5 super chat is going to be a shot. Tex, if you can, I know Steelers is live right now. What's their super chat number? I know they took away our guy, but I would love to beat them in a super chat battle tonight. We are at $788. It's been a very good night for us. But I would love to stick it to Steelers talk and win a super chat battle tonight. We are $112 away from a third boot potentially. That is the number. Lockett fan says no moldy jaw shots. Yeah. Oh. Lions talk. Micro Mike's in the chat says with the first pick of the 2026 NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks select. How dare you? How dare you, Mike? The answer would be Arch Manning, though. Arch to Seattle. Spam Arch. Spam Arch. Although I think Arch might not come out next draft. I think he might be coming back to college. Your mom goes to college. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. I think Arch might play 2 years of college ball because he'd get to live in Austin, one of the best cities in America, although they have a homeless problem too. He'd get to party. He would get he'd get so much women there. So much. I mean, he's a Manning. He doesn't have to worry about money. I mean, it's good to be Arch Manning. And Texas is going to be the preseason number 1 this year. The expectation is that Arch leads them to a national championship this year. So, we'll see. We'll see. We are beating them? Oh, Tex. Here we go, folks. And they got the player. We lost the player. Here's the add talk to it. Here we go. Here's the Super Chat Battle update. We are leading, but it is close. We're at $788.29. Steelers talk is at $718.32. Seahawks is misspelled. This is Sayhawks. Swap the E and the A. You'll be good. There we go. Tex will take over for a bit. Every $5 super chat that comes in while I'm getting the boots ready will be a shot in said boots. So, there you go, folks. That is the challenge ahead. Let's keep it up. Let's beat Steelers talk. They took our wide receiver, but we are not going down without a fight. We are not going down without a fight. Da dee da da dee da 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 dee da da dee da da dee da da da. In case you're just joining us, DK was traded to the Steelers. Crazy. For a 2025 second-round pick. And they will pay him a 5-year, $150 million contract. And Seattle will hit the reset button. Oh, my Lord. We just got a big Venmo. Before I leave, hold on. I'll send this to you. I can't go get the boots ready just yet because we got a big one here, folks. I just saw the Venmo, and it is something. I'll give you a tease here. Busters came back with vengeance. I haven't heard from Busters in a couple months, but he came back with some authority tonight. Give us a second. Texas got to get the graphic ready. Wait for it, folks. If you have to, you could do L3. Or you can make a weigh-in out of it. Hold on a second, folks. It's about to get crazy. While Texas is getting the graphics ready, folks, give me your one-word reaction to the trade. Grades in the trade right now, 38% of you going B, 21% C, 21% D or F, 20% going A for the trade. All right. This is going to get nuts. Prepare for a big one here, folks. Just go ahead and start spamming busters now. Just go ahead and start spamming busters now. Spam busters. Give me your one-word reaction. Blaine says glad. Buster says awesome. Lou says conflicted. Texas getting the graphic ready. Stand by, folks. This is going to be a big one. But I'll tell you this. Just go ahead and start spamming busters now. Just go ahead and start spamming busters now. By the way, folks, my father, who may be watching for all I know, he is a big Steelers fan. And I'm having to deal with my dad, who is sending me text messages. My dad says, love it, love it. Sign Jalen Warren and Justin Fields draft running back. A huge defensive tackle and cornerback. Boom. Twitter's burning up with QB ideas for Pittsburgh. So my dad is very happy. Dad, I love you. But not the time. Not the time, Father. Am I happy for my dad right now? I love my dad, but no, I'm not happy for my dad right now. Dad, why do you get to be happy? Why does my father get to be happy? I'm not going to say F my dad because I have more respect for my father than that. But I am a little annoyed that my dad gets to be happy tonight. All right, here it is, folks. The moment you've been waiting for. Buster's Customs with a 50. Or with a 55. False start, try again. Buster's Customs with a $500 Venmo. Bang! 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 Spam busters! Spam busters! I'm gonna bust! I'm gonna bust! Spam busters! Spam busters! What a performance! What a night! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! Ah! Ah! That's 3 boots! That's 3 boots! Oh! 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 Wow! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Ah! Wow! Spam busters. Spam busters. That's 3 boots. Tex, I know you're not a boot guy. Do you want to do that boot? Okay. I'll do 2. Tex will do 1. We're going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. We have not done Dan's yet. We'll go to Dan in a moment. What's your choice? Do you want beer or do you want seltzer? Okay. Seltzer for Tex. We'll get him the... He's a little smaller. Tex is a shorter guy, so I can't give him the big boot because I need Tex to still be able to push the buttons. But Tex will do a boot. Very rare around here you see Tex do a boot. So...
You guys are in for a treat.
This is a crazy show. You know it's crazy when Tex is doing boots. All right. Everybody spam busters. I'll catch up on supers, then I'll get the boots ready. Dan the man with a $10 super chat. Dan from Cancun is back. Where do we go from here? Oh, we saw that one earlier. Dan, cheers to you. Oh, that's a shot, actually. I think I did pay that off. I want nothing to do with Sam Howell. Well, Steven? Sam Darnold. Would you rather have Aaron Rodgers? Those appear to be your two options right now. If you don't want Sam Darnold, you're going to have to deal with Aaron Rodgers. Pick your poison. Lockett fan with a $5 super chat. Beer cheers to you. I'm toasting Tyler Lockett. Yeah, we love Tyler Lockett. It's all love to Tyler Lockett. It's all love to Tyler Lockett. Cheers. Steven. I like all the moves so far, aside from the fact that I don't want anything to do with Sam Darnold whatsoever. Well, if you don't like Sam Darnold, then you're going to choose Aaron Rodgers. Pick your poison, Steven. You want Darnold or you want Rodgers? Up to you. Cheers. Okay. Now, so 800 plus 500 is our number now. 1,300. Yes, sir. Put a comma there. Yeah, don't get Sam mad at you. All right. So there's the updated number. We are running up the score. 1,300. Steelers, it's at 732. We're kicking their ass tonight and taking names. It has been a hell of a night. We're not going anywhere, folks. I'll be right back. I got to pay off 3 boots. Tex has got to do a boot. Or what is, yeah. I got 3 boots. And Texas got one. He's got to wear a Merce later this week. It's getting crazy, and we're not going anywhere. Stay locked in right here at Seahawks State. Texas is going to take over for a bit. I'll be right back. Every $5 super chat while I'm gone is going to be a shot in the boot. So, Tex, I'll be right back. It is all yours, my friend. People say I'm based. If you think I'm based, Tex is based. You can ask him about some conspiracy theories or whatever's on your mind. He's got plenty to talk about. Tex, I'll be right back. It's all yours, my friend.
What is up, 12s? How we doing? Seahawks today is dominating the Steelers talking super chat battle. Our super chat battle, I should say. And that shouldn't say who won the trade. I'll fix that. Kind of some crazy stuff going on there, so apologies for that. I'm going to fix that right now. Boom. Super chat battle. But in case you're tuning in and you're wondering and you're like, what the heck is a super chat battle? And you don't even want to worry about that right now. My friends, don't you worry, because I've got something else for you. Just give me 1 sec. Bear with Big Tex. Bear with Big Tex. He is cooking. He's cooking on the 1s and 2s. There we go. Okay. Bam. Bigger trade. DK to the Steelers. Seahawks, in return, they get the 52nd overall pick. That is a second-round pick in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft, which comes up this April. What do you guys think? Right? We talked about the Super Chat battle, but I want to know from you guys watching. Who won the trade? Type C, S-E-A, for Seahawks, or type PIT, P-I-T, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me know. Appreciate you, Buster. I know we had that Venmo earlier, $500, and then several hundred super chats. He's been a real one alongside many others here, Brucey and others. Appreciate y'all for sticking with us, whooping the Steelers' ass. And, maybe we didn't necessarily win the trade, but we're definitely winning the night with the super chat battle here. Excuse me. Appreciate y'all. Let's get some shout outs going. I see you in the chat. Let's see. Buster Custom saying, "What's up, Big Tex?" Let me scooch my laptop a little bit over too, so I'm not like leaning 20 yards away while he gets the boots ready. You get to see Big Tex do a boot in an American Eagle shirt that my grandfather got me because he's very patriotic, and he also served in the military. He was in the Air Force for 25 years, and he was also in the Civil Service for 25. So very blessed to have him. Brian says, big text. What's up, Brian? How we doing, my man? I see Hassan saying C. Yep. Let me know who you guys thought won the trade. Let's see. I see Sean saying Pitt. Big Hawk saying Bronco Buster. That's cool. I like it. Jacob Thomas saying, I'd rather have... Oh, sorry. Let's see. I'd rather have Kirk Cousins than Aaron Rodgers. No. That man's Achilles went like that, bro. I used to be a personal trainer. I've seen people try to recover, especially athletes, from an Achilles tear. It's not that easy. He's not the same guy, bro. He's old as shit. Like, Sam Darnold, what he did with the Vikings, if that doesn't impress you enough with Kevin O'Connell, if you get another offensive-minded head coach, or even just a really good OC to work with him, Sam Darnold makes a lot of sense in Seattle. It makes more sense than like an old dude like Aaron Rodgers who is injury prone, or an old dude like Kirk Cousins who is, you guessed it, also injury prone. So you come into the issue as you get older as a quarterback, outside of Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes probably being healthy for the most part, it's hard to stay healthy as you get older at every position, but especially at, other positions than quarterback, but definitely quarterback as you get really old. Aaron Rodgers is like 40 years old, people, right? He's not LeBron James in terms of being like an athlete and like his overall body composition, right? He's not the same player he was. Is he still a Hall of Famer? For sure. I see Richard Wagner with a $5 super chat. Give me 1 sec, Beast Mode. I got a lot of things going on here. I got to get the new super chat link, so pardon me real quick while I lean over. But yeah, in case you guys are tuning in here, I'm going to go over the trade one more time for you guys here. DK Metcalf was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 2025 second-round pick, number 52 overall. Let me know who won the trade. While you guys are still getting your comments in there, just bear with me. I'm working behind the scenes here on the ones and twos to get us a new super chat link. Little did you know, they expire every hour, so we have to pull our software, we have to kind of redo it and reset the software. So you're seeing the bread get made, baked in the oven here by Big Tex, Chef Tex here. Just give me 1 sec, fellas. Appreciate y'all for sticking with me and being patient. I drove right back in as soon as I saw the news because I knew like this was important. Got to get to the 12s, get the news out, and I see Richard right here. Richard Wagar? Correct me if I'm wrong. I know how to say Richard. I'm not sure about the last name. Richard Wagar. Sucks to see my favorite player be traded, but if he didn't want to be here, then it is what it is. Go Hawks. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you for sending that super chat, my man. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. I understand it's frustrating from like a Seahawks fan perspective. Like this is like the last thing you want to do. Like I can relate to like not wanting a player trade that I really fell in love with. Like I'm a Mavericks fan, right? I did not want to see Luka Doncic get traded. Shout out Nico for being a moron and a terrible GM, the worst GM in the NBA. But I understand your perspective of why you're frustrated. Like, it sucks to see DK go. But if he didn't want to be here, like you were saying, which it seems like if you requested trade on the same day, within like an hour or two of Tyler Lockett being released, a Seahawks legend, like, it just seems distasteful, and he didn't really want to be here. And if he didn't want to be here, then that's what it is. But I appreciate you, Richard, for sending in that super chat. Tyler will be back soon, for those that are wondering. He's getting a boot ready. But in the meantime, here's our super chat menu for those that are just tuning in. By the way, news of the hour. DK Metcalf traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 2025 second-round pick, number 52 overall, in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft. How is John Schneider going to use that draft capital that he just acquired? We will see. What's your confidence level in John Schneider, by the way? I'm just curious. What do you guys think? Let me know. Scale it on a scale of 1 to 10 in the comments. Let's keep this text going, or this chat going. Let's see. Kelvin saying, I'd rather have a higher second round or a low first. Timu Manson. Blaine Young. What's up, Blaine? She says, DK was Rodman of the NFL. That's funny. That's funny. That's good stuff right there. I mean, you're not wrong. That's not an inaccurate thing to say. I definitely see the comparison. Dennis Rodman was he was a character, and he had his own set of issues and quirks and on and off the field, and you either love him or you hate him, and if he's not on your team, you're probably not a big fan of him. Same can be said for DK. He's quite a polarizing player. Excuse me. I'm just getting our chat back up here. I had to get it on another page so I could actually read you guys and your chats here. They're not coming up for me, though, so give me 1 sec, beast modes. In the meantime, let's keep this thing going. We're winning the Super Chat battle right now, by the way, with Steelers Talk. We are currently at, let me see what we're at right now. We're at about 1305, so I'll update that for us real quick. And then let me see where they're at real quick as well. You guys have been very generous tonight, though. Appreciate you guys. Ooh, they're creeping a little. They're creeping a little, but nothing too crazy, nothing too otherworldly. But, you know, we're doing a great job here. You know, maybe not super happy with DK gone, but hey, you guys have been showing support, and that's all that matters. That's what the 12s are all about. That's me and Tyler. We've had a long day, but we're here grinding, you know, celebrating, having a good time with y'all, and that's all that we can ask.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for sticking with us.
I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Yours truly. All right. I grabbed the boots. I grabbed more beer. It's just getting started in here. Tex, I grabbed you your seltzer boot here. There you go. I'll do one first. You do one, and then I'll do the other two. So I get 3 boots ready to go. Everybody, let's do this. Okay. Over under 18 seconds on the first boot of the day. What do we think? Over or under? Type O for over, U for under on the first of 3 boots. Oh. We have an offer from Mitchell Renz. He says the first channel to get 3 bangs between Seahawks and Steelers, he will do a boot. So we need $150, and we'll get the Raiders host, Mitchell Renz, who took Geno Smith from us, to do a boot. If we can get there before Steelers. So we need $150 to make that happen. Can we get $150 and beat the Steelers? Do that? Mitchell will come in and he'll do a boot as well. You're getting 3 from me. You're getting 1 from Big Tex. Let's see. Over under 18 seconds on the first boot. Type over, you over under on this first one. Tex is going to time it and give the play-by-play. Let's see here. And I owe a shot for one of them, right? Okay. I'll take care of it with the first one. I think that'll be easier. Over, you for under. DK traded the Steelers for a second-round pick, and he got paid $30 million a year. Here we go, folks. Let's do the first boot. All right.
Got the timer up right here.
Here we
Got it
go,
right
folks.
here. And then you can time me.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Off to the races. Good pace so far. Oh, little spillage. Tiny bit of spillage. That's a good thing we did the cut already, so we don't have to worry about that. We're at 7 seconds. Good pace here. I could feel like a sub 20. Sub 20 is still possible. We're at 12 seconds right now. We're rounding out here. Bam! Woo! I stopped it a little late. I'll give you a 14-3. I stopped it a little late. User error. User error. That's on
Good
me.
start. First boot was well under 15 seconds. I'm him. Spam chug. Spam chug. I did it. I'm him. Spam chug. Spam Jones. We got the first one taken care
Yep.
of.
Just going to pop up the super real quick and we'll hit mine.
Woo!
It was from, let's see. Did we already hit Richards? Yeah, I hit it while you were gone.
Okay.
Yep.
Eric with a $15 Super J. He says one last DK song. Xbox is asking what the hell is he drinking? Seltzer. I was drinking a seltzer. One last DK song. Okay, I'll give it to you. But I will do the updated version. Chomping, Mike Max chomping. Geno passes, no one stopping. DK. We traded him away. He sucks! How about that?
Such strange amounts in supers, but we'll take it.
Spam FDK.
few more supers.
FTK. Oh, my God. All right. Here we go.
I'm trying to get the other one to pull 1 second. Here we go.
All right.
So we had this one.
We get another from Buster's I'll send you here.
Yep. You want to show that, and then I'll do my boot?
Yes.
Cool.
Seaton with a $35 super chat. That's another jelly bean. Says, looks like Tyler spilled on himself. Like me last night. Hey. Yeah, I did. I remember my first beer. Hey, we've all been there. The Ravens won a Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer. They did, but that's a different NFL now. That's a different NFL. Don't turn the ball over, more important. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't turn the ball over. Yeah, I agree, Seaton. No, you can't win a Super Bowl with a Trent Dilfer in today's NFL. You can't do that anymore. I will do another jelly bean here. This is either dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. Get your prediction in. Is it dead fish? Is it strawberry banana smoothie? What's it going to be? One bite, everyone knows the rules. Here we go. Oh, God, it's dead fish. It's dead fish. It's terrible. This feels straight out of the Columbia River. That is disgusting. That feels like a nasty salmon from the Columbia River. Good God. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Columbia River is beautiful. One of the 7 wonders of the United States. But they have some nasty fish. They got some nasty fish in the Columbia River. You got to be careful fishing in the Columbia River, or otherwise you're going to get stuck with a jelly bean like I just got. Oh, ugh. That's bad. Mitch is coming in. Mitch is coming in for the boot, by the way. And Mitch says for every 500 we get going forward, it's another boot for Mitch. Mitch will keep doing boots. He'll take over boot duty for each $500 we get. So, man, Satan, thanks for that. Oh, that was bad. Matrix with the $5 super chat. I'm going to crack open another beer. Says, who are we going with to replace DK? Lockett and support for JSN. I like Tutu Atwell. Maybe it's drafting a wide receiver, potentially. I don't think they'll use a first-round pick on one. Maybe a guy like Jalen Knoll. Maybe Mecca Ibuka slips. There's a whole lot more to figure out. I don't know what to tell you. It's a long path ahead. Matrix, cheers to you. Okay. There's a super chat menu. Mitchell Wren said every $500 super chat till he gets back is going to be another boot. Somebody said Amari Cooper. Yeah, Amari Cooper could be a possibility. Yeah. Did we show Buster's last 500 that came in? Hold on a second, folks. Hold up. Let him cook. Oh, man. He re-signed? Shit. Why did he resign? He should have come to Seattle. What was he thinking? That was dumb on his part. That was dumb. Buster's Customs with a $500 Venmo! Bang! 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 Spam Busters! Spam Busters! What a performance! What a performance! Mitchell Reds is going to come in and do a boot to pay it off. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! We're going to bust! We're going to bust! Spam Busters! Spam Busters! Rest in peace, my liver! My liver! It doesn't stand a chance. It doesn't stand a chance. Wow. Wow, this is nuts. This is a wild show. I still got 2 more boots to go. Tex has got a boot. Mitchell Renz is going to come in and do a boot. It is boot madness. It is boot fest. Spam boot. Spam boot. Tex, are you ready? Are you ready? Blake is asking how much to finish this bottle. I'll tell you what. If we get another $500 in Super Chats, Mitch will do 2 boots, and I will finish off the rest of this bottle if we get 500. Does that sound like a deal? I might die tonight, but at least I'll die trying. I did it for the 12s. You see what you did to us, DK? You see what you did to us? Mike says, I'm impressed you're alive. Hey, I'm hanging in there. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I see people saying Cooper Kupp. Yeah, let's take Cooper Kupp. Why not? Can he stay healthy, though? That's a whole nother question. Tex, he doesn't do these often, folks. You're getting a rare treat.
That's right.
A big Tex boot.
Big Tex time.
You know, Tex, I don't even, because you don't do this often, I don't think it's fair to time you here. I think we're just going for completion, right?
I like it. I like it. Take the pressure off.
Tex,
Get it done.
Every spam Tex. You know it's a crazy show when Texer is doing a boot.
That's right.
Every
so
spam
much to pay
text.
off.
That's all I want everybody to do. It's just spam text. I still got 2 more boots to go.
Oh.
Spam text. I'll do the play-by-play. The second boot of the night. We still got 2 more to go. Actually, we got 3 more to go because Mitchell Renz is going to do it as well. Everybody spam text. Here we go. The text boot.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spam text. Here we go. Let's go. Spam text. He's going. He's going. Still going. Still going. Let's go, text. Spam text. Spam text. Woo! Woo!
Done.
He did it. He did it, folks.
Little spillage on the mic, though. I'll fix that.
Did the seltzer boot. He made it work. He lived to tell. He lived to tell, my friends. Spam text. Spam text. Did the seltzer boot. How you feeling after that?
Full.
Full.
Ugh.
Are you ready to bust for Buster?
I guess so. Man, he's been so generous this night. We can't do anything else other than bust for Buster Customs.
All right. Time for boot number 2 for me.
That's right. I'll get the timer ready. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any water on the producer mic here.
Oh. Mike says, Tyler Jones, you're in my respect as well because you went live when I didn't think any Seahawks fan would after us. Hey, I'm here. I'm here. Believe me. I thought I was going home to watch American Idol. The season premiere tonight. How can I watch it now that I didn't catch it live? Because I don't have a DVR. Is it going to be on like Hulu or the ABC app? How can I watch American Idol now? I need your help, folks. That's what I was going to go home and do.
That is a very good question. Very good question.
Chat, help me out. How can I watch this American Idol episode I'm missing? I wanted to see America's sweetheart Ryan Seacrest and my lover Carrie Underwood, who's from my home state. But then this news happened, and I had to be here with you guys. So if you guys could tell me how I can still find the show since I don't have a DVR, by all means, please help me out. Boot number 2. 3 more to go. This has turned into Boot Fest. This is getting crazy here, folks. Let's keep it going.
Yep. So what are we at right now in our Super Chat battle?
We are at $1,860.37.
Cool.
It is insane.
I'll pull that up right after I time this for you. I'm just updating the Steelers. We're still beating them, by the way, which is good news.
We are
got a
beating
steady lead. Steady lead. They're like I said, they're climbing, but it's a slow climb. It's been, $5, $10 here. We've got Buster just ripping hundreds of dollars for us because he knows the 12s are hurt. We need some.
He said he
love
was
right now.
making up for lost time.
That's right. Appreciate you, Busters.
Oh,
Better late than never, as they say.
yes. Busters, welcome back. All right. Beer boot number 2.
Let's get it.
Here
I
we
got
go.
the timer up, and I'll pull up that super chat.
Let's go
in a sec.
over under 20 seconds because this is the second one.
Yep.
I've had plenty of drink tonight.
Totally understandable.
Type over, you for under 20 seconds
Got the timer.
on boot number 2.
That's right.
And then after you get your predictions in, start spamming Chug. Text to do the play-by-play, and he will keep the timer. Here we go, folks. Spam Chug. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Off to the races. Tiny drip. Just a little. Oh, we're back in bouts. Tiny drip. We're doing good. Halfway home. 10 seconds. I think we can still hit under that 20 mark here. We've got a good solid pace. 3, 2, 1. Bam! Hey, that's under 20.
Oh, and under 18 again.
Under 18 again. Let's ride.
Oh.
Overall, very impressive. Good stuff.
Wow. Oh. Now I'm starting to hurt, and I still have one more.
That's right. We
Still have one more.
one more, and we have another super chat coming as well. Just give me one moment.
God.
That was only a 5, but hey,
Oh.
every super chat is still appreciated. Matrix.
Matrix of the 5. That's it.
That's right.
Beer cheers. Understand it's way too early, but let's say we figure out all the positions. What's the early record for the Seahawks? Call me crazy, 12s. I think this team can still win 11 games. You fix that offensive line, you go get some receiver help, and the defense is going to be better, I can still see 11 wins. The Niners are going to be worse. The Cardinals, I don't think are going to do anything. I think the Rams are going to be improved. The schedule isn't terrible. I think if you do this right, the next few weeks, you can still be an 11-win football team. Am I crazy? Can this team still win 11 games? I think this team can still win 11 games. Am I crazy? The Seahawks can win 11 games if they do it right the next couple weeks. Y for yes, N for no. Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy.
Oh,
I think
doing
I'm
some
just
next
Tyler
level
Jones.
stuff real quick here.
Woo! Woo! That might be the alcohol talking, but if they do it right the next few weeks, 11 wins is still possible.
Damn, I'm slipping.
Buster
like that.
says Tyler's sleeping in the office tonight. I very well might. Although our couch is gone now. We had this lovely couch in the office.
We did.
It was so comfortable. I've slept on it before. Not overnight, but during the day. And it is gone now. So I don't know where I could sleep in the office.
I got us the channel icon, so now we're really representing the super chat battle.
Oh, we're kicking their ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We are kicking their ass.
They're trying to crawl back. They're at 831 now. I'll update that. It just refreshed, but we're still kicking their ass.
I still got another boot. We still got a Mitchell Renz boot.
You know, John Schneider might have kicked Seahawks fans' heart's ass, but he, at least we're winning this battle. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Appreciate the 12.
That Morgan Wallen song, 98 Braves.
Yeah.
Great song.
Great song.
98 Braves. Since you mentioned it. And since I can't watch American Idol tonight, I'll sing you 98 Braves, folks. I remember sitting at that house, living room couch, thinking, no way them boys wouldn't win. Between them big three pitchers, Andrew and Chipper, it was going to be hard to keep up with the Joneses. But as fate would have it, that Atlanta Magic got put out by them damn Padres. I guess destiny ain't always meant to be, kind of like you and me that day. We got close, but close doesn't cut it. Had a good run and ended up with nothing but a 3x5 that hid in a drawer. We swung for the fences and came up short. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. It ain't always home runs, and that's just the way the life plays. If we were a team and love was a game, we'd be the 98 Braves. Yeah, you win some and lose some. It ain't always home runs, and that's just the way the life plays. If we were a team and love was a game, we'd be the 98 Braves. Oh, yes. What a song. What a song. The 98 Braves. What a song. Oh, the 98 Braves. What a team. Morgan should have made a song about the 01 Mariners. That was a team. They got robbed. Chat, you know what I'm talking about? The 01 Mariners. They got robbed.
They did.
Can anyone back me up on this? Why is no one backing me up on this? The 01 Mariners.
They did.
The 01 Mariners set the MLB wins record. And they didn't win at all. How did that happen? They should have at least won the American League. Anyone in the chat back me up? Why is no one backing me up on this? The 01 Mariners. How'd they lose to the Yankees that year? They should have won the damn thing. 114 wins, says Mike. Come on, where are my OGs at? Where are my OGs at? Mike, Boskin, Raw Hector, Busters. Somebody back me up. Tell me about the 01 Mariners. They should have won it all. They should have won it all. I was only like 5 years old, but I know enough baseball to know the 01 Mariners should have won it all. If we were a team, love was a gang, we'd be the 01 Mariners. Oh, man. I still have one more boot. We got Mitchell Renz on the way. We're waiting for him to get here. We're waiting on the arrival of Mitchell Renz.
That's right. Let us know who won the trade, though, while you're tuning in.
Tex, I don't think we've gotten enough of your thoughts tonight on this trade.
Sure.
Chime in. Overall thoughts. Who won the trade? What does Seattle do without DK Metcalf? Sound off, my friend.
I got you. Great question, and I will give you a great answer. From my perspective, I think that the Steelers won this trade. I know that a lot of people didn't necessarily agree with everything that DK did as a player when he was, with Seattle. I know some people argue that he had some locker room issues or whatnot. Hey, he's going to deal with George Pickens now. If he was a locker room diva, George Pickens is definitely one. And them butting heads, I can just see that happening immediately. Like you said earlier, have fun with that. Have fun with that and the Steelers and trying to deal with Justin Fields or whatever they're going to do with quarterback. That situation is still up in the air. He's not going to a necessarily better situation. So from his perspective, I feel like it kind of stinks. But from the Steelers' perspective, they've got a really good offensive weapon, so I feel like that's why they win the trade is because they get DK, and whoever's going to throw him the rock has got a really good target downfield now alongside George Pickens. Despite, him being kind of a diva, he's still a great player, great wide receiver. Now you pair those two together, their offense takes a step up a level. So I think for that perspective, they win it. I don't think you get a full loss, though, from the Seahawks. I think it's a win that you get a second-round pick. You're always going to take more draft capital, and a second-round pick's pretty valuable, especially 53rd overall. It's not horrible. Like you, though, I wish they would have got more, right? If you're John Schneider, you wish you would have got a little bit more for this. You didn't get as much as you expected, and a first and a third was never going to happen. I made that List 5 logo the other day. That was pretty funny.
We should pull that back up in case people missed it.
Let me see if I can find that. That was.
I came up with a list.
That was good.
You don't have to do the reveal. You can just pull up the
Yeah, I got you.
screen.
Let me see if I can find it.
I came up with a list of things that were more likely to happen than the Seahawks getting a first and a third
That's right.
for DK Metcalf. Who won the trade? Seattle or Pittsburgh? Type C for Seahawks. Type Pitt for Pittsburgh.
I found it.
There's Mitchell Renz. Been a crazy show.
Dude,
Here's the Super Chat Battle update. Show him.
I got you.
I'll tell you this right now. How do you guys feel?
It hasn't been our best day. We're a little sad, but we're a little pissed too. Mitch, you ready to do this boot?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab one.
Oh, there's one right there for you.
Oh, it's already good.
Yeah, already ready for you. So Mitch, Do you feel like a proud dad right now? Look at Seahawks today, kicking Steelers' ass.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I love it. But I've been following Seattle really closely. Just obviously, we just got Pete Carroll, I'm a Raider guy, so I've been watching a lot of tape.
And you got
on
Gino now, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been paying close attention. So as soon as I saw this trade go down, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be wild.
What's your, before you do the boot, since you're here with us, this is our Raider report host, Mitchell Renz, who's going to pay off a boot. He offered, and courtesy of Buster Custom made it happen.
Hell yeah.
What do you think from an outside perspective of what Seattle has done, trading Geno, trading DK, but they're not necessarily rebuilding. This team is acquiring draft capital, acquiring cap space. They still re-sign Ernest Jones.
Yep.
It seems like this team's just kind of hitting a reset. They're not going to go to the bottom, but they're going to retool. It doesn't seem like an actual rebuild here.
So do you believe in Schneider and McDonald?
I believe in McDonald. I'm not so confident in Schneider right now.
So like I guess I would say if you believe that your guys can build it their way and they can do it the right way, you give them that opportunity. I mean, coming off a 10-7 season, I don't know if I would have done it, but if you believe in your regime, cool. If not, it's going to be a disaster probably. But I still think Seattle's one of those teams that always plays tough freaking football, and they're always kind of battling around. But if you don't get a QB, I mean, you got to get a QB. Believe me, I'm a Raider fan. We've been dealing with that.
What do you think about having Geno and Pete? What's your thoughts on them going to Vegas here?
In all honesty, I really like the move for the Raiders. I thought actually on tape he was a lot better than what I thought. I never realized how bad the interior offensive line was for Seattle last year, where you kind of saw in that Super Bowl game with the Eagles and Chiefs how tough it was on Mahomes because the interior pressure. I felt like that happened to Geno so often on tape, and in fact, I looked it up afterward. 38% of the time he was pressured. That was second most in the NFL. So, I think for the Raiders, they get the best guy that they could have got, and we'll see what ends up happening. But I like it.
Yeah. Well, everybody, spam Mitch. Show Mitch some love. Our Raiders Report host. He offered to come in and do a boot because he's a real one. And here it is. Spam Mitch. Here he goes. There it is. He's still going. He's still going. Spam Mitch. Spam Mitch. He's almost done. Almost there. Bang! How you feeling after that? He ran here and he did a boot. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Show Mitch some love. Mitch coming in. And our Steelers show is doing great as well. So I think he's got to do a boot for them. And then he's got some Raiders breaking news. They just signed somebody too. So Mitch coming in, making it happen. That's what we do around here at Chat Sports. Everybody works their ass off. We all got each other's backs. We work extremely hard. And it's a team effort. Appreciate Mitch for doing that. Spam Mitch in the chat. Buster says, note to self, Mitch, don't challenge me. He took the challenge and he accepted on that. Oh, shit. I forgot, too. I got to finish the bottle of Patron as well. There's still more to come, folks. I got another boot. I got to finish the bottle of Patron. Good God. All right, let me do this because I'm already 2 boots in. I think it would be a bad idea. Oh, by the way, here's the list of things more likely to happen than Seattle getting a 1st and 3rd for DK. We occupy Mars. The Diddy list gets revealed. The Mariners win a playoff series. The U.S. buys Greenland. And an NSYNC reunion tour happens. All of those things are more likely than Seattle getting a 1st and 3rd for DK. And I was proven right. Let's go through these one by one. Occupy Mars. Elon Musk has made it known that he wants to go to Mars. I think we're going to get there. I don't know how soon, but I think we're going to get there eventually. The Diddy list. I think the Diddy list is going to be released sooner than later. Who's on it? I don't know. Maybe Beyonce. Shh. Don't sue me, Beyonce. I said maybe. Don't sue me. Mariners winning a playoff series. It's going to happen. The Mariners are going to win a playoff series at some point. The U.S. buying Greenland. Look, there's a lot of minerals out there. There's a lot of good minerals in Greenland that we could use. We could use the stuff from Greenland there. You could build some resorts. It would be nice to have Greenland a part of the United States. Maybe not as a state, but as a territory. I think that would work. And in sync, I know that Justin Timberlake and Joey Fatone, they've had their differences. But I do think a reunion tour could be in the works potentially, and that we could see that happen. All 5 of those things were more likely to happen than Seattle getting a first and third for DK Metcalf. And once again, I was proven right. You're fearless leader. I never let you down. I tell you how it is. And I was right once again. So there you have it, folks. Jones was right about everything. Put it on a hat. All right. So, folks, it would probably be wise for me to dispose of myself before I do another boot. I'm already 2 boots in. I've been drinking a lot already. Okay? So, Tex is going to go over the Super Chat menu. Every $5 Super Chat while I'm gone is going to be a shot for the boot. Okay? And then, when I come back, we will do the final boot, and then I'm going to drink the rest of this Patron. It sounds dangerous, but hey, the night is still young, my friends. I'll be right back. Tex takes over for a minute. Stay tuned right here to Seahawks Today. We're not going anywhere. I'm not leaving.
What's up, 12s? How we doing? You just saw Mitchell Rins. Boot's getting to me now. And then you saw Tyler Jones take down a boot. He is going to the restroom. In the meantime, Super Chat menu. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. In case you guys are wondering what happened, DK Metcalf, former Seahawks wide receiver, was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 2025 second-round pick, number 52 overall. That being said, first-time Super Chatters, get the Seahawks chant. We haven't been able to do that because we just had Buster Customs and a bunch of OGs who have already been first-time Super Chatters just sending a bunch more money, which, we always appreciate that, but we also would like to see some first-time Super Chatters, so we'd appreciate that as well. $5 equals a beers, cheers, ka-chink. $10 is shots. $20, Tyler gets bean boozled again. He already ate a rotten fish earlier. You want to see him get goofed on again? $20, pretty enticing. And then $50 is the most enticing so far tonight because we've had a lot of those. Beer bong. It's a tiny bong, but he has a full size over there, a boot, if you will. Same difference. You get the idea. But those are our options. Appreciate everybody who supported us tonight and still sticking with us. We've got, let's see how many people we got watching here. Let's take a look real quick. Where are we at? We got 200 people watching still. We got 343 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all for sticking with us. Lockett says, be safe, Tyler. He'll be back. He'll be back in just a minute. You're just with Big Tex here for a second. If you're tuning in with us, we're covering the DK Metcalf trade, to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a second-round pick. If you guys are interested as well in seeing how we're doing in our Super Chat battle, I'm going to update the numbers first real quick. I've got our numbers correct. I'm going to get their numbers correct real quick. Cool. Seahawks Day is at 1,800. Thanks to several people, Buster's Customs, Brucey, and some other big spenders. And then Steelers Talk is still at 897. They have not eclipsed 1,000. Got a massive lead on them, you could say. But it is shrinking slightly. But that is the Super Chat battle. Just went over the Super Chat menu. And let me know while you guys are at it, too, in the chat. Who do you think won the trade? If you think the Seahawks won the trade, type C. If you think the Steelers won, type Pitt. Pretty simple. Let me know, and I'll go back to the Super Chat menu while Tyler rejoins us here.
All right.
There we go.
All right, my friends. So, here's what's ahead in this crazy show. So, I grabbed some pouches, too.
Oh, yeah?
It's been a while since we've zinned.
That's right.
We need to freshen up a bit, but it's usually not a good idea to have the Zin in while you're doing the boot. So
that's fair.
what I'll do here,
You can toast after.
we will toast after the boot. This will be my third boot of the night, and then I got to finish this bottle of Patron. What did I sign up for? This has been crazy. In case you're just joining us, DK Metcalf. He got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a second-round pick. Bye-bye. Everybody say bye. Everybody say bye to DK. See ya. Get out of here. F DK. We will not miss him. He was a menace, and he caused a lot of havoc, a lot of problems. He got called for more personal foul penalties than anybody else in the National Football League. And we don't have to pay him $30 million. He's going to be paid as a top 5 receiver in the league, and he is nowhere close to a top 5 receiver in the league. So I guess things worked out. Got a second-round pick out of it. So, FDK. Get the FDKs in the chat. That little bitch. So we're reacting to that news, and we're drinking, and we're enjoying ourselves. It has been something else. I want to know from you all, my friends, who won the trade? You going with the Seahawks or are you going with the Steelers? Type C for Seahawks. Type Pitt for Pittsburgh. I got another boot I got to do. I got to finish off this bottle of tequila. It has been an eventful evening, folks. Let me know, folks. They're catching up a bit? Oh, what's the update? A little bit. We're still kicking their ass. Can we get to 2,000 tonight? We're less than 150 away in Super Chats. $sign next to the chat box. You can also Venmo us at Tyler Jones Live as well. I would love to get to 2,000 tonight, but we need your help to make it happen. I mean, folks, this is how crazy tonight's show has gone. I'm about to do my fourth boot. I got to drink a bottle of Patron. And Tex, he did a boot, and he's got to wear a satchel on air on Tuesday. That's how crazy things have gone. Thriller, I will be at work tomorrow. I have no choice but to be at work tomorrow because we have a live free agency show beginning at 8 a.m. Pacific time. They say the best way to cure a hangover is to keep on drinking. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Is I'm going to pick up right from where we left off tonight when we go live for free agency tomorrow. So that's the plan. Boot number 3. Here we go, folks. I'm not putting a number on this because this is the third boot. I'm just hoping to survive. But Texas he can still time it. We're not doing any over-under predictions. I just need all you to spam chug. That's all I need. Everybody spam chug. I just need to get through this. This is about survival at this point in time, folks. We're just trying to survive on my third boot of the night. All right, everybody spam chug. Here we go. Tex is going to do the play-by-play. He's got the timer out.
That's
Will
right.
I survive? It remains to be seen.
Find out.
Spam chug. Here we go. Spam chug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Off to the races. Got a good pace going so far. Minimal spillage. Minimal. A little drip drop. A little drip drop. A little bit more. A little bit more. Good shit, Tyler. You can get under 20 here. I bet you get under 20. Here we go. Closing in. Closing in. One more sip. Bam! Under 20. Wasn't even trying to time it, but he still got under 20.
Still under 20. Still under 18. Drop my phone.
Spam
Get my
Jones.
debit card. Spam Jones. Woo! Oh, man. Dropped my wallet here, folks.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm kind of hurting, though.
It's a lot of liquid.
So,
A lot of liquid.
as I drop my wallet, I got something to show y'all. So, about a year ago now, one of my buddies, he gave me this Southwest drink coupon, and it's been expired since December 31st, 2023. And what I've done on my Southwest flights is, see, Southwest, they've switched now where they don't take the drink coupons. It's all on your phone when they
Gotcha.
give you the drink coupon. what I do when I go on a flight in Southwest, I hand them the drink coupon.
Yep.
And then they're like, oh, sorry, we don't take these anymore. I'm like, oh, really? And act like I didn't know. And then one of two things ends up happening. Either they take the drink coupon anyway and give me a free drink, or they say, oh, don't worry about it, and they give me a free drink. And so the last year and a half, I have drank for free on these Southwest flights, and I still have one more coupon remaining.
There you go.
That is thinking with your dipstick, folks. That's cheating the system. Southwest Airlines, I hope you're not watching, but I have beat the system, and I still have one more free drink coupon. How many more free drinks will I get on a Southwest flight with this free drink coupon? Might be one more, might be 5 more. We shall see. But I'm a big fan of Southwest. They don't sponsor the show, but they take care of me with free alcohol, so I keep winning, and life is good. All right. First time super chats get the Seahawks chant. $5 get you a beer cheers. $10 they'll do some shots. $20 get bean boozled. $50 will do a beer bong. We are less than 150 away from 2,000 for the night. And I still got to drink this Patron bottle. Jeez.
That's right.
Ollie says 4 boots deep and we're getting industry secrets. Absolutely. Look, the airlines have been screwing people for a long time. Remember the days when you actually used to get meals on flights?
Now they give you like
Now
pretzels.
you're lucky to get a bag of peanuts.
Or pretzels.
Or pretzels.
Stale ones.
You fly on Spirit Airlines. For one, if you survive, and you don't really know if you're going to survive these flights anymore, especially with all these DEI pilots out there. But if you survive a Spirit Airlines flight, they're not going to give you any food. They're not going to give you anything to drink. It's just terrible. It's just terrible what they put you through.
True.
I mean, it's awful. And I wish the best to people that go through these flying experiences because it's not great. I personally prefer to drive when I go somewhere. Tex, I know you travel from time to time.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to travel by plane or by car if you can?
Is cost a factor?
Sure, of course it is.
If cost is a factor right now, I prefer to drive. I drove out to New Mexico, to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, and we rented a car because it was the winter time and it was in the mountains. And yeah, it's kind of annoying having to drive like 10 to 12 hours, but I also like driving, and it was cool to see like the change in the landscape and stuff. So
if I could drive somewhere, I'll drive.
yeah. But if I had unlimited money, I would fly just because the convenience of just getting there quicker and not having to hassle with the risk of driving. There's also risk involved with driving a flat tire, a car wreck.
Sure.
So, but I'd say driving right now. Yeah.
I mean, so we live in Dallas.
Yep.
That's where our Chat Sports Studios is.
That's right.
My hometown is the great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I could fly home to Tulsa anytime. I could hop on a Southwest flight, use my free drink coupon, have a nice drink. But I'm of the belief it's cheaper for me to drive. I can listen to my own music. I don't have to deal with TSA.
Or flight attendants.
I can listen to podcasts. And I could probably get to my parents' house quicker than I would going through TSA, hopping on a flight, landing, and then driving 30 minutes after I get my luggage from Tulsa to my parents' house.
While also waiting on your luggage, too.
That, too. I might as well drive at that point.
True.
What do you prefer to, folks, driving or flying? Type D for drive, F for fly. $2 super chat. Busters is putting it out there. He wants us to get to 2,000 tonight. We are just over 130 away from reaching that mark. Answer the call from Busters. Busters has been busting his ass tonight. He has spent $1,500 by himself. And he's asking the 12s to step up and do their part. Can you guys step up and do your part? I want to hear from it. Achy Ron X says, you think we cooked this season? No, I don't think we're cooked. I don't think we're cooked at all. It all depends on how the next few weeks goes. But if they can find a quarterback, if they can fix this offensive line, this team can win 11 games. I am not giving up. We can't give up. You never give up. you never give up. In the words of Dave Portnoy, you never give up. We can't give up on the Hawks. Dave Portnoy wouldn't want us to give up on the Hawks. No, we're not giving up. We're not giving up. Sam Darnold's going to be our quarterback. We're going to fix the offensive line. The defense is going to be improved. Everything's going to be okay. We got Mike McDonald. We are going to be just fine. We are going to be just fine, folks. Michael asked me, am I going to Vegas for NASCAR? I wish. I would love to go to Vegas next week. I actually have some female friends go to Vegas next week, but I will sadly not be joining them. The NASCAR race would have been a good time, but I got to head home to Tulsa in my car, not flying. Got to go home to Tulsa next weekend. And then I'm being recognized by my hometown. I got a little speaking engagement next week. This is a different one, actually. So my hometown, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Do I have anybody that's heard of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma? It's outside of Tulsa. There's this old guys group. Everybody's like 50 or older. And they've asked me to come in and talk about my career, and they're going to feed me a free pancake breakfast. So it's funny, like, usually the career speech you give to, like, middle school and high school kids, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Now I got to give the career speech to these old guys and be like, yeah, I'm doing all these things, but I'm not as old as you guys are. Like, how do I inspire people that are just sitting on their ass eating pancakes? I don't know. I guess I got a few days to figure it out. So, well, let me drink my tequila. I got to finish off this bottle. This could hurt. So I'll finish off the bottle of tequila, and then we will toast for Zins. Here we go, folks. Everybody raise your tequila. This might hurt. I'll be honest, I highly doubt I'm going to take this down in one setting. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me as I finish this bottle of Patron. All right? Spam Jones. Spam Jones. Why not? Yes, Lockett fan. Free pancakes. I got a story before I do this. Speaking of pancakes. Because this turned into one of those shows tonight. When I was a kid, and my father may be watching right now because I know that he's happy about DK going to his Pittsburgh Steelers. He's overjoyed right now. My father may be watching. When I was a kid, playing middle school, freshman football and all that, my father, he would inspire me through food. And he would tell me, Tyler, if you get a sack, because I was a defensive lineman, I'll make pancakes for breakfast on Saturday morning. And so I remember I was in, folks, here's one for you. Mm-hmm. This is when I lived in Oregon for a while. I was playing a high school football game in a small town of Enterprise, Oregon. Anybody in the chat ever heard of Enterprise, Oregon? It's close to Wallowa Lake. Wallowa Lake, just absolutely beautiful. One of the most gorgeous settings in the Pacific Northwest. So I played this high school football game, and my dad from the sidelines, he yells at me, he says, Tyler, pancakes! All right. And the very next play, I sacked the quarterback, and my dad is jumping up and down. He's screaming. He's happy for me. And we had a great pancake breakfast that Saturday. So
there you go.
I was inspired by food. I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. I lost about 140 pounds, but I still love some pancakes. Lager fan says your dad is amazing. My dad's all right. He's a decent guy. Oh, Charlie. Even if he is a Steeler fan, my dad's all right. But yeah, I do love my dad. I'm very close to my dad. My mom and dad are very good people. Tex, you're close to your family, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys. Seems like you guys. You see your family quite a bit, right?
I try to. I don't live very far from. I live like 15, 20 minutes away from them, so I try to hang out with them when I can.
Lockett fan says great story. I'm glad to hear. Let's hear from Preston. Preston with a $5 super chat. Is it crazy to say I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers, a $15 million center and $10 million guard over Sam Howell. No, I don't think you're crazy. I just disagree. Respectfully. With all due respect, as Ricky Bobby would say. With all due respect, I disagree. Beer cheers to you. I don't think they're spending on center either way. I think Olu's your center next year. And I think you'll get a guard. Whether it be in free agents. I think you'll get one guard in free agency and another guard in the draft. And Sam Darnold's likely going to be your quarterback. All right. Let's finish this bottle of Patron. Bear with me, folks. There will be no timer on this. This will take at least a couple of sips to finish this Patron. So please be patient. Please be patient with us, folks. Cheers. Oh, God. All right. Stand by. We're still working. Still got more to go. Cheers. That's heavy. That is heavy. Oh, it tastes terrible. It tastes terrible. Still going. Oh, there's still a lot left, too. Oh, bear with me. Bear with me, folks. Keep going. Oh, God. God. Call it ambulance.
What up, kid?
Call it ambulance. But not for me. We keep it going. Still more. Still more. Oh, God. All right, I got one more left. I got one more left. We're almost there.
Don't worry, Busters. I will.
We're almost there. We're finished strong right now. There we go. Finish the bottle. Buster's is calling out somebody to send in a $20 super chat that he wants me to do another jelly bean. $20. I'll do a jelly bean. We're less than 30 away from 2,000. We're less than 130 away from 2,000 tonight. Let's do another jelly bean. Who's got 20? Who's got 20 to do a jelly bean? $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute. Oh, man. Folks, oh, yes, it is pouch time. All right, Tex. So, well, wait. Tell me this. All right, put yourself on screen, Tex. So here's what I have, and let's see what you have. Let's see first if we want to make a trade or if we just like what we got. So, Tex, I have 9 Velo Wild Berry. What do you have?
I have Zone 6 milligram Wintergreen. No free ads.
That's a very good one.
It's a very good offer.
That's a very good one. I will gladly take one of yours.
Okay.
You can have one of mine if you want. If you want to stick with yours, that's fine too. It's up to you.
I will take one of yours in exchange, if that's cool.
A trade.
A trade.
We have a trade.
This is diplomacy.
Breaking news. We have a trade here on Seahawks Today. I am trading a 9 Wild Berry Velo to Big Tex in exchange for a 6 milligram Zone Wintergreen.
That's right.
Trade accepted. Who said we couldn't have breaking news tonight?
That's right.
There we go.
I'll grab mine.
Trade accepted.
Here you go.
Did
Trade
I fool
accepted.
anybody to think we had a real trade there?
I kind of did. I believed it.
All
I closed
right.
my eyes. I believed
Raise
it.
your pouch, everybody. Cheers. Who won the trade? Type J for Jones, T for Big Tex.
Or B for both.
Or B for both. I think we both won.
I
Zone
agree.
is better than Velo, but you got a 9, I got a 6.
That's true.
So I feel like we both win in this sense. Who won the trade? Type T for Jones, B for Big Tex, or you can say both. Bo is saying Tex won. T for Tex, J for Jones, B for both. Who won the trade? That's a hell of a trade right there.
True.
Who won the other trade? The Seahawks or the Steelers? Type C for Seahawks, Pitt for Pittsburgh. Lon says we both won the trade.
Fair.
Alan says we both won the trade. Lockett fan says we both won the trade.
There you go. A rare both parties win the trade
Yes.
scenario.
Mike says Tex won the trade. Been a while since we've really talked pouches on this show. Tex, what are... I know we have some new cans these days that are out there that have taken the pouch world. What are some of your favorites as of late?
I really like the zones. Zins are classic. They're just, for like a price to pouch standpoint, they're not like the most cost effective. I'd say zones. Zins are like rogues are like an F minus for me in terms of A to F scale. Terrible. Those are low, but like zones, Zens, and then like ons are decent, and Velos are good. Velos are good as well. That's what I have. So, what about you?
So I like Alp best.
Okay, Alp. That's the Tucker Carlson.
That's the ones made by Tucker Carlson.
Shout out.
You don't have to like Tucker to enjoy the pouches. This is not an endorsement for Tucker Carlson. Let me
Respect the hustle.
Right? He's just got the best pouches. All right?
That's his facts.
I'm not endorsing Tucker or his opinions or his views. I just like his pouches.
We're just stating a fact.
That's number one.
Okay.
Then number two, I got to go with the original Zin. Now, for those of you that are saying, how could you endorse a product by Tucker Carlson? Well, Zin actually gives a bunch of money to Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party. So I'm being bipartisan. I am supporting both.
Well, there you go.
Alp and Zin. We're balancing it out here, all right? So don't come after my throat. Pause.
I have a question about that. Now that you mentioned that she gives money, or they give money to her, do you think that photo with the container in her like pocket was real?
Oh, Kamala Harris definitely does Zins.
Okay. I thought so.
Honestly,
I had my speculations.
And respect to her for it. Everybody should Zin if they can.
So, yeah.
All right? So I have been bipartisan. I've supported Tucker and Kamala in these pouches. We're bipartisan here, all right? So we're not going to divide the country, not dividing the 12s here.
True. Unite.
We're not letting politics get in the way of our pouch choices.
That's right.
Make that very clear.
True.
So Alp is 1, Zin is 2. Then I'll go Zone 3.
Okay. That's fair. That's a good ranking.
And then number 4, I'll go with Velo. I'll go with Velo there.
I like it.
That is my pouch rankings. In case you're just joining us, it's been a wild night tonight. DK got traded to the Steelers for a 2025 second-round pick, 52 overall. The Seahawks were made aware by DK earlier in the week that he put in a trade request. He wanted to leave. He wanted out. And, you know, it was unfortunate. It was sad that DK put in that trade request. But for Seattle, it opens up an opportunity now. Because now the Hawks get the draft capital for him and DK, for him and Geno Smith both. They open up some cap space. And now they get to hit the reset button. Now they go all in with JSN. Now they get to go find a new quarterback. We move on from the roster as built by Pete Carroll, and Mike McDonald and John Schneider get to do their own thing. So, will it work? That remains to be seen. But I feel pretty good about where this direction is going from here. I feel optimistic. I think Sam Darnold's coming next. I think he's going to be in Seattle. And I would expect the Hawks to sign a big-name receiver. I would expect them to use a high draft pick on a receiver. And let's see what they can do to build this thing. I don't think, folks, I think it's way too early to write this team off. All right? I'm hearing a lot of people saying this team is tanking. This team is falling apart. You got plenty of money. Look at what the Commanders did. Look at what the R-Words did last year with plenty of money. And they turned into a playoff team. They found a franchise quarterback in Jaden Daniels. Everything worked out. It doesn't matter if you have DK and if you have Geno Smith if you don't have an offensive line. Now you got the money, and now you got the draft capital to fix this offensive line, and then we can start to build this thing up from here. So give me your one-word reaction. Michael says underwhelming. What else we got? Give me your one-word reaction. What is it? Weigh in the chat. Let us know. What's your confidence level in John Schneider? Are we feeling okay, folks? Are we feeling okay? I'm about a 5 out of 10. I am very confident in Mike McDonald, but I'm not so confident in John Schneider because I want to see what he does with this offensive line situation. I want to see what they do with that first. But only time will tell. Going to be an interesting next couple of days with free agency. We'll be live for it here on Seahawks Today. What's your confidence level 1 through 10? Weigh in and let us know. I'm seeing a lot of people send in questions. Look, there's so many people that have watched tonight. We've had over 8,000 people here. The only way I can answer that I can guarantee I'll see your question that I can answer it is if you super chat. If you haven't already, you need to subscribe. We are closing in on 64,000 subscribers on the channel, less than 400 away. When there's a trade, when there's a signing, we bring you a video. We react to it live right here on Seahawks Today. Subscribe now. Turn on notifications. Help us get to 64K. And if you're having a great time tonight, folks, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to be live for free agency tomorrow. We're going to be live on Tuesday. We're going to be live on Wednesday. It is going to be a hell of a week. We're just getting started, my friends. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. Dan the Man Miller, welcome back to Seahawks Today. Been a while since I heard from Dan the Man. We'll throw Dan's super chat here in just a bit. Let's see here. Let's see what Dan has to say. We'll throw Dan's super chat on the screen with that $5 super chat. That's a beer cheers for Dan. Dan, cheers to you. Dan writes in, so what's our cap at right now? Why only a second? All I heard was second and fifth. What happened to our second pick? Seems cheap for him. It does seem cheap for him, but the Steelers had to pay $30 million. And I think that was the breaking point where they said, hey, we're not giving any more of that. And John took the best deal he could potentially get. You know, there was a report out today that DK was wanting to play for a contending team that was in a warm weather climate. Steelers are not a contender necessarily. They barely made the playoffs last year, and they didn't do anything. They got pumped by the Baltimore Ravens in the first round. And Pittsburgh is cold as hell, so you weren't helping DK in this trade. You took what I believe was probably the best offer they could get. Not ideal. I was hoping for a second and fifth. I was hoping you would get more. But that's kind of how it is. Here's the reality. Folks aren't going to want to hear this, but I'm going to be real with you folks because that's what we do around here. You should have traded DK 2 years ago when you could have gotten a first-round pick for him. That's when you should have done it. His value was higher a couple of years ago. Obviously, you did not do much the last couple of years, 2 straight years where you didn't make the playoffs. What difference did it make having DK the last 2 years when you didn't make the playoffs? You should have traded him a couple of years ago when you got a first-round pick. If you were ultimately going to move on from him at this point, not keep him, that's when you should have done it. And that's on John Schneider for not doing that a couple of years ago because you don't have anything to show for it at this point. Dan, thanks for the super chat. There is the sub count. getting close to 64,000 subscribers. We are less than 400 away from reaching the next mark. If you love the Seahawks, you got to be subscribed. This is the channel for you. Sub for Dubs this season. Look, I know we're not feeling great. We're kind of down, but we're not out, folks. We can get back on track if you subscribe. Then that will help our cause. Sub for Dubs. If you are subscribed, type me in the chat. I'll shout you out. Would love to hear from y'all. Let us know if you're subscribed to the channel. All right. Yes. So here's what we'll do. Let's go back to the Super Chat menu. If I am cooked, honestly, folks. I am ready to go home. I have not had dinner yet. But I'm willing to keep this going if you guys want us to stay here. If we get a Super Chat of any amount, we can keep going. We can keep on partying. We can keep on having a good time. We are just over $130 away from $2,000 tonight. A record-setting night. I don't think we've had a standalone live show ever reach $2,000 before, but we can make history tonight, folks. All right. Oh, Dan's already got a Super Chat. So we'll go to Dan when Tex gets back and puts the graphic on screen. So we're not going anywhere just yet. I put the call out to the 12s. I said, hey, if we get a Super Chat, we'll keep the show going. Dan already made it happen. So we will not set the shot clock up just yet. We'll keep going. We'll keep answering Super Chats as they keep going. Dan, I'll just go ahead and answer yours right now. Tex will put it on screen when he gets back. But Dan writes in, you forgot my first question. What is our cap hit with DK and Geno gone? Oh, let me look. Let's see here. Give me a second. I haven't honestly seen the cap number since then. Okay. Hold on here. Here we go. So, Seattle takes on $21 million of dead cap. Don't like that. And they create $10.8 million in cap space is what they have done. So, that puts Seattle at about $66 million in cap space. $66 million is the cap space. Oh! Busters, we're not going anywhere. When Tex gets back, it's going to get crazy. Oh, Tex, while you were gone, it got wild. Start with Dan. We'll throw his on screen, and then Busters showed up again. Busters wants to see history tonight. We're just $18 away from 2,000 now. He wants to see some history. Hold on. We'll pay off one by one. I got to drink some more beer. Oh, God. So, here we go. We're not going anywhere, apparently, thanks to Dan and Busters. Dan the Man. I love Dan the Man. The werewolf avatar. Start with Dan's first, and then we'll go to Busters. I have no idea what Dan the Man looks like, but I just know he's a badass just by having this werewolf as his avatar. Oh. Stand by, folks. And stand by any second. We'll have this on screen for you. Dan is a guy that when women look at him, they're in awe. I mean, they're like, they see Dan the Man and they're like, hello. I mean, he's got that aura to him. That's how I would describe Dan the Man. Yeah, it's the next one. There we go. Dan said, you forgot my first question. What's our cap hit with DK and Geno gone? The number appears to be $66 million in cap space is what they have right now with plenty of work to do. Quarterback, offensive guard, interior of the offensive line, wide receiver. That's where they stand right now. But they have money. They have money to spend when it comes to the salary cap and among other things. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. This is a big one from Buster's. It's been a hell of a night, and we're going to keep things going. Here we go, folks. Buster's Customs with a $100 super chat. Bang! Busters! 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 Spam Busters! Spam Busters! What a performance! What a performance! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! F the Steelers! F the Steelers! F the Steelers! Spam Busters! Spam Busters! This is insane! This is insane! This is insane! I'm going to do more beer bongs. More drinking. Am I going to still stand? TBD. I'm going to piss like a fire hydrant tonight. I might need a bathtub in order to piss tonight. Oh, God. I might fill up that bathtub with how much I have to piss tonight. This is insane. This is insane. More beer bongs. Cold Miller for everybody. Let me pay off these beer bongs, and then we will show you history here. Busters, cheers to you. Woo! Another one. Another one. Here we go. Woo! And then, folks, here's the history mark. $2,000 in Super Chats and in Venmo combined tonight. Dan the Man Miller gets us over the top. Buster Customs with an unbelievable performance. He says, let's make history. Dan, you were unbelievable. You were unbelievable. $2,000 tonight. Folks, this is unreal. Wow. Wow. I'm getting a little choked up right now, to be honest. This is not an easy night. This is not an easy night. Losing a guy like DK. Saying goodbye to somebody that has been so important to this team. And the 12s. You guys came in and we said, we don't care. We're still going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to make this a night to remember. I'm in awe right now. I'm just shocked. I'm humbled by it. I love you guys. I love Dan. I love Busters. I'm in awe right now. Busters wants an update of what Steelers is at in this battle. This is insane. This is insane. I'll be honest. I don't know how much more drinking I can do tonight. But I'm going to keep on trying. 2,000 tonight. Insane. You guys, spam 12. You guys deserve all the love. From Busters to Dan the Man Miller. I mean, just unreal. I was just about ready to sign off and go home. But then you guys said, no, we're not going anywhere. Spam 12. Spam 12. The 12s are unreal. Lon said, my parents said I'd be a part of history. I never imagined it'd be like this. Okay. Oh. Buster says Mitch owes us another boot. Mitch had some breaking news with Raiders that he's covering, but I have messaged him. I've put out the bat signal. We'll see if we can get him to do another boot for us. We're at 2K. We're exactly at 2K right now. Spam 12. There's the number of the Super Chat battle. We're at 2,000. Steelers Talk is at 1,100. Oh, wait. We got an update from Steelers. Hold on. Oh, boy, folks. There it is. We're tied. We are tied now. This is insane. This is one of the greatest Super Chat battles we've ever seen in the history of Chat Sports. 2,000 between Seahawks Today and Steelers Talk. It is insane. It is insane what we're witnessing tonight. And honestly, it's a credit to our audience, for the 12s, for even the Steeler fans, for supporting insane what is going on between these two channels tonight. All right. I do have to piss. Tex, we're going to have to get creative with what we do with this menu tonight, because I don't think I can do another boot. I've messaged Mitch. I've asked him to do another boot. He hasn't got back to me yet. But let me go piss. Let me dispose of myself, because I have too much liquid in my bladder at the moment. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try to keep on going, folks. I'm going to give effort. We'll see how we can do. But Tex is going to take over for a bit. I'll be right back, folks. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
What's up, 12s? Oh, I'm a little quiet. Let me fix that. There we go. That's better. What's up, 12s? Just fixing my audio levels there. Tyler will be back shortly. I see you, Dan the Man Miller, says what you think of drafting 2 QBs to battle for the starter. Give me 1 sec. Good sir. I will contemplate your question as soon as I get it up on screen. Bear with me, good sir. Ah, there it is. Cool. Dan the Man Miller coming in with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. He says, what do you think of drafting 2 quarterbacks to battle for the starting position, or for the starter? I don't hate it. I don't think Tyler would either. If you got someone like, I don't know, like Jackson Dart in the 2nd or 3rd round, and then someone maybe in the 3rd and 4th round, I can't come to mind, but have them battle out in preseason. I mean, or, training camp and into the preseason. I don't know. I don't hate the idea. Appreciate the $5 super chat, good sir. Thank you. We are at over $2,000 in super chats. We're battling the Steelers Talk live channel, and we currently have a $5 lead on Steelers Talk, thanks to Dan the Man Miller. Obviously, Tyler's got a lot of liquid in, so some of these super chat items, maybe not the most, maybe not the most applicable anymore. He's got to work tomorrow with me. We've got a live show we'll be live in less than 12 hours from now. So we were supposed to go home at like 5:30 or 6, because we got in at like 9:30. But, hey, we're company men. We're bringing you that content. And by the way, while you guys take a gander at the super chat menu, I've got one small ask of you. Just give me 1 sec here. Just get my computer not to freak out on me. It's having a no-chill moment. I'm just trying to copy and paste a link for you guys to click on, and it's not letting me, but that's okay. Give me 1 sec, fellas. In case you're joining us, we just had a trade go down this evening, which included DK Metcalf to the Steelers for a 2nd-round pick, number 52 overall. Appreciate you for sticking with us here. I'm just getting one thing up real quick that we can use. There we go. Make sure you hit that sub button, right? We're bringing you free content on our off time because we care about you. We want you guys to get informed, free Seahawks content. Dan the Man Miller knows that. That's why he sent us a $5 super chat. That's why Buster's Customs came in with a shit ton of money. Pardon my French, but a lot of money. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. But also, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm about to put the link in the chat. Just give me 1 sec. There we go. My computer stopped freaking out finally. There we go. Putting that link in the chat as well. But hit that sub button if you guys are enjoying the free content as well. We love all forms of, super chats, but also if you can't super chat, subbing, hitting that like button, It's another great way of showing that you care about what we're doing and you want to see more of it. And it's free, so why wouldn't you? Thank you for hitting that sub button. Appreciate y'all. Sub links in the chat. If you like what Big Tex is doing on the 1s and 2s while Tyler's away for a few moments, also hit that sub button. And I'll give some shout outs. Let's see. Fried Hawaiian says, no more DK, you rule song. Yeah, we'll figure out a new song. It's okay. It's all right. Things happen. You know? Life goes on. Things will be okay. But this is our Super Chat menu. While we are still live for the DK Metcalf to Steelers trade, as Tyler rejoins me.
All right. So here's what I heard from Mitch.
Yep.
This is what Mitch said. He said the next $500 Venmo that comes in first, $500 Venmo or Super Chat, either one, between Steelers and Seahawks. Whoever can send it in first, he's got another boot in him.
Cool.
That was the offer that Mitch said in this battle. Tex, Dan the Man Miller is saying, why don't you drink for Tyler? Tex, you want to try a beer bong potentially?
Sure.
Okay, because I owe a couple of these.
Could I do like a seltzer bong?
Sure. You're going to need to get another bong, though.
I will.
How about this? Because I owe at least 2 more. I'll do one right now.
Uh-huh.
Tex will do a seltzer bomb when he gets a moment. So we'll keep it going. So here's another one I owe. This might be painful, but I will pay off accordingly. What a battle tonight. 2,000 between us and Steelers talk going back and forth. This has been crazy. This has been cray-cray. Mitch is offering our Raiders host. I don't think I can do any more boots. I've done 3, and I'm in a lot of pain. I'm going to be honest with you. I can barely do these beer bongs. Mitch is saying if we get 500 in Super Chats or Venmo, either one, before Steelers, he will do another boot potentially.
That's right.
So can we beat Steelers talk for another one? That's the challenge that's out there ahead. Here we go, 12's another beer bong. And Tex is going to do a beer bong as well here in just a bit as we got to keep paying off. Cheers, everybody. Woo! Busters, yes, Steelers Talk is live right now. They started about the same time we did. They're having a party. They're having a celebration in there. But, hey, we're still having a good time. Dan says, can you give a response to my Super Chat? Dan, I didn't see yours because I was gone. But we'll respond to that real quick. And then Tex is going to go get his seltzer bong ready. Let me answer this, and then Tex will get his seltzer bong ready. Dan writes in, what do you think about drafting 2 quarterbacks to battle for the starter? So, Dan, this is an interesting idea. All right? So, let's take a little history lesson for a moment of when we have seen these situations. You had Troy Aikman and that one Miami quarterback. Chat, do you guys know? Do you guys know I'm talking? Who was the Miami quarterback that competed with Troy Aikman? Troy Aikman obviously ended up winning the job and became a Hall of Famer, but he pushed him. They worked pretty hard together, and it made Troy Aikman a better quarterback. Then, chat, please remind me who that is. Who was it that was in that quarterback competition, that rookie from Miami that competed with Troy Aikman? It was before I was born. So forgive me for not knowing the name off the top of my head. And then you had the Commanders. They did it with RG3 and Kirk Cousins. And RG3 ended up winning Rookie of the Year, had the ACL injury, was never the same again. Cousins got the job, and it worked out pretty good for the Commanders because they got a good quarterback in Cousins, and they ultimately didn't pay him, but you get the idea. The 2 quarterbacks at the same draft worked out. And then recently, you had the Patriots draft Drake May, and they also drafted Joe Milton. Milton actually looked pretty decent in the small sample size that we saw. But Drake May is a stud. He's going to be a future franchise quarterback. And they're going to be able to trade Joe Milton and get something out of him, probably more than what they actually paid for him. So history tells us that's actually not a bad idea, potentially. Now you got some extra draft capital. I don't think that's a terrible call, in all honesty, to draft 2 quarterbacks. You take one maybe like in the 2nd or 3rd round, and then you take another in like the 6th or 7th round, and then have some potential options. I don't think it's a crazy idea. I don't think it's a bad idea, Dan. But I would say I'd be very surprised if John Schneider did it because he doesn't like to draft quarterbacks. So something to think about there. But, Dan, that's what I would say. Not a crazy idea, but I would say it's an unlikely idea because we don't see it very often, and John doesn't like to draft quarterbacks anyway. I do think they're going to end up with Sam Darnold. Big Tex, he's got his seltzer beer bong ready to go. Everybody spam Tex. We've gotten Tex to do more drinking than typically tonight.
Here we go, 12s. Let's get it.
He did. He's doing a beer bong now. It's been quite the night for Tex. Show Tex some love. Spam Tex to the chat. Here is the seltzer bong from Tex. There he goes, down the pipe. There we go. I love it. I love it. Burn. Burn. How you feeling? Everybody keeps spamming Tex. Oh, no. He's not feeling good. It took him 2 tries, folks. Oh, no. 3 tries. Oh, no. Minimal spillage. That's okay. That's okay. It's about completion and the effort. It wasn't a lack of effort. It wasn't a lack of trying. Tex gets it done. Daniel, that's right. We do have a live tomorrow. Dan says you look like a hippie. Have you been told that one before?
Yes. That is not news to me.
All right. So there's the menu. If we get a super chat of any amount, we keep the show going. Otherwise, we sign off. I do need to get to bed. I have to be here at the office at 8 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. And it is already almost 10:30.
That's
so
right.
I need to get to bed soon. If you guys don't super chat, we end the show, that's fine. I need to get some sleep, and I still have a little more work to do. But if not, if you guys want to keep the show going, then by all means. Folks, another thing, too, there is absolutely no pressure here. Save your money for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's more than okay. That's just fine. The total, we are over $2,000 tonight. Steelers has already signed off. We beat Steelers talk. We won the Super Chat battle. Now we got a chance to potentially run up the score. 1 minute on the clock. If we get a Super Chat of any amount, we can still keep going. Otherwise, we can sign off and call it a night. Been a lot of fun. Tex, final thoughts here.
Yeah.
Start with you. DK's gone, but as I've stressed tonight, I don't know how you feel. I know it's a big deal. You move on from Geno. You move on from DK.
Right.
But I still feel optimistic about this thing because of the flexibility you have now, the young players you have on your roster. This doesn't feel like a rebuild to me. This feels like a retooling, that this team can still get better and put on a better product next year. I'm not giving up. What are you giving up? What do you feel about this Seahawks team after what they've done the last couple of days?
That's a good question. Good analysis there. I agree. I think you have to look at it in a positive way. Yeah, it sucks to lose 2 cornerstone pieces. That's what they were. Geno Smith was a cornerstone piece, regardless of him being a stopgap quarterback. He was still a cornerstone piece, and DK absolutely was a cornerstone piece of the offense for the Seahawks. So yeah, it stings to lose them, but I'm optimistic that John Schneider can take the opportunity as the general manager of the Seahawks to make the right moves in free agency, whether that's a trade or signing a player to address not only the offensive line, but now through the draft and the draft capital they got, they could use that second-round pick, number 53 overall, to get a really good wide receiver if they can't find an offensive lineman they like. And then maybe they sign one in free agency to fix the offensive line. They take that second-round pick and they get a really good stud, sneaky wide receiver that fell to the second round that could have been in the first. And you've got a way more optimistic outlook for this season when you almost made the playoffs last year.
Right.
And if you get someone like...
You were co-division champs.
True. And I would argue Geno Smith is not as good of a quarterback as Sam Darnold could be in this offense with Clint Kubiak. Like, I think Clint Kubiak could unlock Sam Darnold's potential that you've already seen glimpses of with the Vikings this past season. So I'm with you. I'm optimistic. I know it sucks to lose DK, but this is, like, I feel like we knew this was going to happen deep down, and, like, now you just move forward.
So I'll say this, because we're about to sign off. We didn't see any more Super Chats, so we do have to sign off in a moment. I feel like, folks, that Sam Darnold could sign as early as tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. I think he's kind of the backup plan if Pittsburgh, for example, happens to take Sam Darnold. And when that happens, whether that's we're live for free agency or if we have to do another live show, we're going to react to it, and it is going to be a party around here. So if you had a great time tonight, folks, we have plenty more ahead over the coming days. This is really just the beginning of a new era of Seahawks football. Lock us in, subscribe, follow me on X, follow me on Instagram at Tyler Jones Live. It has been a hell of a night tonight. Big thanks to Buster Customs, Dan the Man Miller. Let me go over some more names here. Matrix, Atcheron, Eric, Seaton, Richard, Lockett Fan, the other Dan the Man, not the real Dan the Man. Bears, Nitsu, Commanders Kane, Alex, Adam Baum, Brucey, Pablo, JSN Season, James Miller, Fizo, Deadpool, Doom, Seahawks and Tua Fan. You guys were all incredible tonight. It has been a hell of a night. We'll do it all again tomorrow. 8 a.m. Pacific time, live coverage. NFL Free Agency Frenzy. For Big Tex, I'm Tyler Jones. Let's get some sleep. Let's be right back here tomorrow. React to it all. We'll see you then. Have a great night, everybody. So long.